Morning, girls. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yes, I am starting about 10 minutes early or so. I'm not long through the door. Pretty much, I got home. I didn't really have too much time. Kind of things ran on longer than I thought they were going to. So thought, why not? I'll start a wee bit early because I do have a time limit tonight. I am going to be someone's dedicated lift later on, so I can't be up overly long. Yep. So hello to everyone. Hello. I just wanted to get in here. And you all know I have not really been overly fussed on catching up with Amber whatsoever. I don't know. I just came home from holiday and I looked at it and I was just like, oh, really? Oh, I think at that point she had like 4 videos up maybe, or was it 5 videos? I can't remember. And I remember looking at it and just going like, I just don't care. And I'd seen some like thumbnails and some like video titles of like kind of what these are about. And that's why I called them like the drama trilogy. A few cars more. Why not? A fistful of dollars. Why not? I thought I'd go for something like that. And I thought, do you know what? I couldn't be bothered sitting here and doing an actual catch up and like reaction to it. But yeah, okay, why not? I thought, why not? We'll do it together as a group, and we'll watch it, and we'll try and have as much fun as possible, and we'll see how it goes with Amber. But of course, I want to say hello to everyone. Hello to V, hello Blonde, hello Sandy, hello Rince. So yes, guys, like I said, we have here fast and a fiend bag in a hurry. You are right, Tamocha. Hello Snarky as well. So yeah, so like I said, I have a time limit, so I can't go on too long, which I think is even better because it means I can't just sit here and just rant and complain and all. And I looked, and this is a 31-minute video, and I heard like 10-minute videos can be hard enough to get through sometimes. And I was like, we'll do it together, guys. We'll all hold hands and get through together. Like Ugly Laugh says, hello Tassa, hello Mr. Potato, and chat. I'm so ready for some laughs. My popcorn, my coffee, and depending on how insufferable Amber is, a glass of wine. Go. You know what? This should have been the night, but like I said, I'm a dedicated driver later on. This should have been the night where I crack open the, oh god, what are they called? The White Claws? Is that the one she was like drinking? And I got some. And I also have the Buzz Balls. I got those. Those are what I should have gone with, but unfortunately, no, I didn't. I've been having some issues with OBS because I was doing some like recording because I got home, like I said, not too long ago, and I was like, no, I've already recorded some reaction to Foodie Beauty, so I'll start doing like a bit more of a reaction. I'll start recording a reaction to her live stream, and then just once it's time for the live stream, I'll just stop and we'll go back and we'll just like, I'll just pick it up later on once I'm finished with this. But I was noticing I was having some issues with OBS. You guys know I've had issues with OBS with super chats and all, so I have no idea. I upgraded it and all, updated it and all, just in case that made it any different. But really, it hasn't helped too much. I'm not very tech savvy, guys. I'm so sorry. McCrafter, Selena, hello. Double fisted coffee and beer on Friday. Love from California. That sounds like a fantastic mix when you mix your uppers with your downers. So I guess we're just going to get straight into this. Like I said, hold hands, pray. Like God, I'm going to hit play here and see if we can get volume.
Hey guys!
Oh my God, we did! Hi Amber.
So
we did. That was the first hurdle we had to overcome, was just to make sure that audio was showing up as my desktop audio. At any point, guys, if you guys can't hear her, because that seems to be one of the major issues, if you can't hear her, certainly let me know. It is what you get after removing Side Chesto. I know I removed Side Chesto, but the first Side Chesto was the main channel thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have some Gorlworld specific stuff. Yeah, very stupid off me, but don't worry, I'll add it in. I like to mix and match my wee like sound effects things every once in a while, but because I rarely stream over here, I haven't done it in a while. So yes, maybe that's it. Maybe the system is upset with me. Streamlabs is upset with me. They're like, had better ones before. Hi Squid, hey Deborah, hey Julie, how are you? Okay, let's go. Let's see the truth about my weight loss surgeon and everything I've been avoiding. ... The drama is real, isn't it? Tiger on Vaseline. Let's go.
I have a Q&A.
I am feeling better. Yes.
Instagram and had you guys ask me some questions.
I don't like you.
And I listed off the
turn you
ones
down
I
a little
want
bit.
to answer on my MacBook.
Oh,
and
exciting.
I have 31 questions in total after going through hundreds, but
no,
so
you
many
didn't.
are.
You didn't have hundreds of questions. Can we just? Will you watch Mr. Snowflake's Victim of an Empath? I hadn't thought about that. Like I said, I like Mr. Snowflake to get the things. Kind of with the Foodie Beauty thing, that was kind of like a big deal. Victim of the Empath, the Casey thing is old school. It's kind of old news now. And then the next one's on Crystal. I haven't even watched it yet, so we need another dramatic reading. I don't think at any point she's going to show any text on screen for me to do a dramatic reading, but maybe we shall. And yes, don't worry, I am feeling better. We're all ready to go here tonight. I'm going to get to see her lovely St. Patrick's Day nails and this fucking plant thing that she bought for her couch. I totally forgot about that. And a very tiny sweater. I can only assume it's for Twonk. Let's go.
Pete's or things that I've already answered.
Oh, Pete's. I thought you said Pete's.
I just don't want to talk about.
Really? Straight away? Really? Oh, no, now you're being quiet. Okay, she's being quiet now.
So after about like an hour and a half, I had 31 questions, and I was like, that is such a weird number. And I was like,
that was such a weird number. So after an hour and a half, she had hundreds of questions, hundreds of questions, guys, and that included the time for her to go through and specifically pick out the 31. Fantastic. I believe you so much, Amber.
33. I'm 33 years old, and 3 is a special number.
Oh my god.
So
is it?
I was like, okay, that works out perfect.
Why? Because you had 3. Well, I was going to be a meaner joke, and I probably wanted to be. I was going to say, why is it because your mom had 3 kids to take off her? There we go. That's a nice start to the night. I know, Goobs, that wasn't bad taste.
I really try to choose questions.
Goober, Sandy Toe says hello. She says hello right back.
That people have been asking a lot of.
Welcome, Whiplash.
And questions that I haven't really answered before. So let's get into it because we have 33 questions that I need to answer. First question is, would you...
We're getting less than a minute per question. Oh, God, the H3 podcast. I wonder if she put in these chapters, these like the automatically generated ones, because it's not... It doesn't look like there's 33 individual chapters here. So she's got Twonk, I've got Goobs. We're all ready. We've got the doggos here. We're ready to go.
An interview done by the H3 podcast. Yes, I would.
Oh,
I would be
obviously.
Nervous, though, because I know how Ethan is.
Whiny.
He is unbiased. He has no filter. It's like, what does he...
I would say most people would probably say Ethan Klein is probably incredibly biased. With how much he wants H3's attention, she probably should be really sad that she isn't getting it, because H3 is no one to include actual lol cows. What was the guy's name? Jimmy or something like that was the random lol cows. A lot of podcasts had their lol cow who just kind of is there that just wanted to poke fun at, because I know Dick Masterson had a guy called Chris the Kiwi or something like that they just brought on occasionally because he was I know Goober said it first, but he was highly autistic apparently, and it was just them just bringing him on to make fun of him. And they did the same thing on H3's podcast with this guy called Jimmy Lee or something. I only know he exists because Mike Clum, the guy who did a documentary on Boogie, was meant to do a documentary on him, but Jimmy was upset it wasn't out fast enough, so he went and refilmed it with someone else. Or something like that, because that's all I know about it, because I don't watch H3. I only watch H3's reaction to the Boogie podcast back when I was going to do a video on it, and then I never ended up doing that.
He think of me, and what would he say? But I would totally do it.
Are you seeing your girlfriend over the weekend? Yes, Deborah, that is who I'm designated driver for.
Because I love them. Does your mom remember how she found out you were gay, and can she share her version/side of the...
Oh my god, is someone asking this specifically just to see if it lines up with her stealing? What was it? Didn't she steal Casey's coming out story?
The story. So that's actually something that me and my mom have recently talked about.
No, it isn't. Oh my god, that's so lucky!
Talk about the hard stuff, the fun stuff.
Wow, sure you do.
Things that we experience together.
I don't know. I don't know why I paused a second. I also decided to take a drink. That was very unprofessional of me. I do apologize. I don't buy that. Amber doesn't come across like someone who wants any hardship in her life. So I can't imagine she's actually yeah, Mom, do you remember all those times do you remember that time my little brother nearly died? Oh, the good time. I really don't think that's regular conversation.
As mother and daughter when we were younger, and that is a topic that has come up. And I actually have asked her, I was like, Mom, do you want to share your side? Because I've actually gotten people asking this before.
Wow.
She said she would, but
your mom doesn't even appear on fucking camera. I don't give a shit what her side is.
She doesn't want to physically be on camera right now, so I think
why?
Maybe, her voice or something. But I think that'd be fun to hear the mother's side to a coming out story. I think.
Would it be? Would that be? Is she only doing this because Casey had his mom on to do? Because remember, in Mr. Snowflake's thing, they showed him on live stream, and his mom was talking about the coming out story. Is this the only reason Amber has quote unquote selected this question, because they're just trying to one up Casey?
A lot of people could actually use that. I know there are a lot of people watching me who have not come out to their parents, or just anyone in their life in general. And I think that the more
Amber Lynn, the LGBT figurehead, who is here to help all those young, impressionable gay people come out to their parents, because everyone wants to take example from Amber.
Exposure you have of coming out stories can actually make it seem less scary. Where did you get the idea to start wearing diamonds for your makeup? Speaking of,
a 12-year-old. She was in Walmart one day, and she saw a 12-year-old had just come from a birthday party and had some of this shit stuck to her. Where did you get the idea? Isn't this not unusual or anything like that? Isn't this on a Project Runway and Glow Up or whatever those shows are called? Isn't this something like these people. It's not weird or anything like that. She pretends that men want her, then says she's gay. What the fuck? That's her entire personality. It's like same Foodie Beauty. Anyone who's like a personality black hole who just has to like steal personality from whoever is on screen with them. You really see that during like the retro reacts with Beck and like Eric and Ricky and everything like that. Like Amber just is like her entire personality pretty much is I'm gay, you know, which is like. Fuck, whatever. I don't particularly give two thunder and fucks if she's gay or not, obviously. Like, but it's like when you make it your personality, it's like, okay, Amber, I'm glad you just keep mentioning it. Remember, like when she first moved to like what's Oklahoma she lives in, where she just made such a big song and dance about how it's like the most LGBT city, and she met like gay waiters and gay fans and stuff like that, and like was showing off her gay earrings and all because like it's such a gay town that I've moved to. All that kind of shit over and over and over again. It's like. All right, Amber, are you just like doing this like big song and dance because you're trying to like win back your audience after? Because I think that was around about time like the Casey interview and all was coming out.
Today I decided to do 2 here,
wow,
and 1 here on each side.
Yeah,
I'm just.
I really appreciated that close-up look to your face. Thank you. It wasn't awful or anything like that.
Obsessed.
Why?
Honestly, I didn't get the idea from anywhere. I just remember I was doing my makeup. This was a couple weeks ago, and I was like,
and I just had it.
How can I switch this up? Because the only way I ever switch up.
So you got the idea from somewhere because, like I said, you see it everywhere. No one just suddenly goes, I'm gonna stick shit to my face. No one's just like, I was just doing my makeup one day, and I thought, I need more shit just stuck to my face. Fan-fucking-tastic. If you're like dependent on it, could you? This? No. No, I just couldn't. I don't find her or like Foodie in any way attractive, but I am also someone who like finds like personalities like really attractive and like intelligence I find like really attractive and like assertiveness and everything like that. Whilst they're like, you know, Oklahoma's a city. Shut up, Winchester. You're always my most critical watcher. Yeah, no, I just don't. I find personality attractive. I find like confidence and all attractive, and like her and like Foodie, like they radiate lack of confidence, and that's why I find them like so.
My makeup is like the length or the thickness of my winged eyeliner, and I was like, I want to do something different.
Wow.
I'm not really an eyeshadow girly. I have eyeshadows, but it's never really been my thing.
And you did that in the retro reacts, to be fair. And like I love her thing. It's just to stick on things that like 2-year-olds would wear. I love that this. What is with this part of the eyelid? Because like this part of the eyelid looks like it's like swollen or something like that. She's had like an allergic reaction because like the 2 diamonds on that side are like tucked behind the eyelid.
And I like to wear glitter in the corner of my eye.
I noticed.
I didn't do that today though. So
yeah,
it's like another.
You don't like doing that because it stays on your eyelids for about 4 days afterwards, and people can generally like base when you last had your shower based on your glitters.
Thing that I do, and I actually recently started that.
Hello, Lisa.
I was like, what else can I do to elevate my look? And I was like, you know what? Diamonds.
Elevate my look.
Because I think it's beautiful, but not only that, but like you can do it however you want. So it's always going to be a different look. Because honestly,
you can also do like your wings however you want, or eyeshadow however you want, your lipstick like however you can do pretty much everything. So like it's like not even you go, I can do these diamonds however I want. It's like you could literally draw a cock on your forehead. You can do whatever you want.
I'm never going to stop my winged eyeliner. I feel like it suits me. It's literally me.
You guys love your brand.
I love it.
No one likes it.
Have you considered cutting your hair shorter
to
help it recover?
You should.
So, yes.
That is actually so relevant right now because I may have, because every once in a while I shave my head. I've said this before. So I may have started shaving my head when I got home. I may have then realized that my shears only had like 2 minutes of battery life on them. Hello, Bookworm. Had like 2 minutes of battery life on them. And I may now kind of just have a mullet. And it is kind of sitting there on charge, waiting for like after this live stream, and then I can go and finish shaving my head. So yes, I kind of do have like a mullet going on right now. And Amber, do you know what? It feels very freeing. My my headphones are sitting resting against like skin right now. It's fantastic because it's like a perfect cut around my ears for my headphones to sit on.
Not the way that some of you suggest. Some of you are like, go up to here to your shoulder.
Yeah, why not?
Never gonna happen. But as I sit here, you guys don't even know it. But as I sit here, my hair is actually quite shorter than it was literally just 2 hours ago.
Oh my god, that's insane. Does that give you it doesn't give you it doesn't give her personality, guys. We'll have to try something else. What could she do? Like, mullet man, I am a mullet man. What could she do, like, physically? And I mean, not including losing weight. What could she do, like, physically to, like, give herself a personality at the point? Because she is trying so hard here just to make her personality. What could we recommend to her here to get her a personality? I'm thinking, go fucking emo. I would like to see emo Lynn.
I cut my own hair.
Julie came in with a really good suggestion. My personality is that I shower.
And it already feels so much better. Not only that, but I haven't used heat on my hair. I also said goodbye Tresemme, and I have moved on to a different shampoo and conditioner. And I noticed already.
I can't wait till we have an entire vlog about her new conditioner, guys. I can't wait.
How much better my hair looks. So here I am showing.
What's the matter with hair to your shoulder? I have to, like I've said before, I don't mind like short hair. I don't mind girls with like shaven sides and a bit longer on top. I don't mind anything like that. You know, I think you can be beautiful like however. It doesn't matter with the hairstyle. Actually, I'm probably one of those guys who thinks like super long hair, apart from one, it just kind of gets in the way when you're doing things. But like, I just don't think it's like overly attractive. It's like, I know it's like I'm so feminine. Look, I got it all the way down to my asshole. It's like, cool. Cool. Hijab might be slimming. Well, we did say maybe Foodie and her were doing a secret collab.
Showing you a clip of my hair from my last vlog.
Oh my God.
Then I'm showing you my hair today. Yes. Where, no, it's not perfect.
It looks a bit better, I guess. It's not the height I would have gone for, the slightly below boob height, just because of the shape of her body. I think it looks a bit weird. I think her body would look better if she cut it to like here, like just above boob height. Right now we've kind of got like not the same thing as usual, but like a boob window going on.
Perfect, but it just looks and feels so much healthier.
Yes, it does.
I'm very glad I decided to take a pair of scissors and just chop, 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 chop. How do you manage your mental? I
don't know if she's the type of girl who would actually like take like, you know, like I said, I shave my own head because you can't really fuck up shaving your head. Like, there have been times where, like, the next day I've been, like, rubbing the back of my neck and I've been, oh, shit, there's a tiny patch of hair there. Something like that. So I guess you can actually fuck it up. I'm a liar. I've lied to all of you. I apologize. Busy. I've done an Amberlin, guys. But, like, I don't think she's the type of girl who would, like, I just randomly took some, like, scissors and just cut my own hair. Like, she's the type of girl who would want, like, an entire studio to work on her hair.
Health with all of the hate that you get. So, honestly, the best way I can describe this is, like, say there is just this invisible layer between me and the hate that I receive.
This is going to sound really stupid, however she goes. And do you know what the invisible layer between you and the hate you receive is? It's called ego. I think that's the invisible layer, because you could just like, this is going to sound out of left field. Guys, tell me if I'm fucking crazy. She could potentially ignore it or stop reading comments, because she only reads the comments to stroke her ego.
9 times out of 10, 99% of my life with all of the hate.
That's not what 9 times out of 10 means, but you know what? Good. 9 times out of 10, 99%. Rinse Jester, that's my kind of math, isn't it?
Hate that I do consume.
Well, I shave my beard off too. The beard may already have gone off as well. The beard, like I said, after my holiday, because when I'm on holiday, I didn't have like my electric razor and everything like that, so I didn't really keep it like the way I usually like it. So yes, every once in a while we'll just shave it off and I'll just start again. Like I said, I don't really make it overly long or anything like that. So yes, the beard is off too, so it can then just grow back to like the way I like it.
It doesn't pass that layer. And I think with time, that layer has gotten thicker. It has gotten stronger.
Has it?
Because I used to not handle the hate like I handle it now. Sometimes
I think I've called this video the drama trilogy, right? Because I think like her beard, yes, she could probably shave her beard. That might give her a bit of a personality. Like isn't this video like all about drama, and the next 3 videos were all about like drama? So like I'm glad to hear about your really thick layer that doesn't bother you at all.
Sometimes the hate can pass through it, but it's very, very rare. And
it's only 1 in 10 times, or 1% of the time.
Not only that, I try not to put myself in situations where I see the hate.
A peeled potato.
I purposely don't go into my comment section because that is the brutalest place I can go.
Yeah.
There's Reddits about me. Don't go on there.
I'm sure you do.
Gosh, there's like other places and other.
I'm sure, but you literally just said all of these questions came from an Instagram Q&A. Like if like I'm pretty sure the haters are all like, hey, you know what? Let's just leave her Instagram out of it. We're not going to send her any Instagram DMs that she apparently reads every single one of, because that's where she learns all of the things that the haters say about her. None of the haters send her DMs. None of the haters, they'll send her like a message in this Q&A or anything like that. The good, she just avoids all ways. Didn't she like in her community tab ask for like a Q&A not too long ago as well? Like that's a YouTube comment section, so you very clearly do expose yourself to it.
Forums you can go to. I don't go to any of those places. That's one of the biggest reasons why I don't even have a Twitter anymore. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I'm sure if I consumed hate about myself on a day-to-day basis, it would reach through those layers that I have in front of me, but I don't consume hate about me. Well, you guys message me in private.
Then why react to it like fucking all the time? If she's about to say you guys message me in private, she's going to be like, oh, my fans just message me in private. Oh, I'm glad none of the haters do. I'm glad the haters are like, you know what? We'll just do it in public. No hater has ever gone private with her.
You guys are fucking amazing.
Fucking?
You guys are honestly so freaking sweet to me and so kind. And it's like, that's the stuff that I'm always thinking about. That's the type of people that I imagine who are watching me. Ever get discouraged from losing weight?
Well, maybe you just look to your like to dislike ratio, and then you go, well, you watch reaction. Of course, he watches reaction channels. Isn't that like the recurring joke with Karina Kaboom? Like Karina Kaboom makes a point about like how she'll say something, and then like Amber's next video will be addressing it, but in kind of like I just randomly just decided to talk about this today. Isn't that like the recurring joke with Karina Kaboom?
Because of your diagnosis of a lipedema. Since lipedema is not curable and it cannot go away, yes, I do get discouraged because I know that there is a large portion of my body that will not go away with weight loss, and that's hard for me to absorb.
But can't you get like surgery? Like, because I've seen like hello, I've seen like 600-pound life, and I've seen them do surgery to like cut away people's like lymphedema and lipedema. It might be in like very specific circumstances it can be done, and I'm sure it is discouraging. But also at the same time, it's like, well, you did that to yourself. Wouldn't that be like more like inspiration to be like, well, I'm going to lose weight as fast as I possibly can just so I don't get more of that for the future? Would you not be like 6 years later, even heavier than you were, and be like, oh my God, my lipedema, guys? It's like, well, wouldn't you have just moved past that? Because like she's making the lipedema sound like it's totally unique to like lymphedema when they're like very similar. There is a slight difference between the two of them, but she's known she's had lymphedema for years.
Hard for me to accept, hard for me to process. I will always have like a disfigured body. I'll never have the body that I want, but I'm also so far past that like vain, oh, I just want to look better.
Really?
It's all about health.
Really?
It's all about the fact that I do not want to die. So yeah.
Didn't we just like have a whole question about her hair, which she did like a modeling shoot to show off her hair, but she doesn't care about looking good or anything like that, and she won't cut her hair down to like let it grow back healthier because she thinks she won't look good? Like that's like, you just what?
Having that fear.
Pick a potato thinks she will still be alive in 6 years. I'm a hopeful guy.
And feeling those.
I'm also bad at math. I don't know what 6 years is.
Discouragement feelings, all of that is no more stronger than like the fact that I want to live.
Wow.
That feeling is so much stronger than all the other stuff.
Cool.
But I'm only human, so of course I feel discouraged.
What if your entire thing was I want to live? Wouldn't you just, I don't know, like lose the weight? I don't know. It's a crazy suggestion. She knows the loose skin is if she will if she loses it, she will look worse than pounds anyway. I believe. Yeah, I've always held that belief that Amber is one of those people who thinks, God, if I lose the weight, I will have a bunch of loose skin and I will look bad. Would you date Amber or Chantel? Like, what are you talking about? Like, if I had to choose one of the two of them, Amber, I would probably say out of the two of them, because like Foodie is like way older than me, like, so like that's probably like firstly not a great thing. Foodie is also like Cat Hitler, which I have a lot stronger opinions about Foodie than I do about Amber. Like, Amber's a bad person and she's like abusive and everything like that. Certainly, she's Twiggy. well, I don't know. I will fuck that dinosaur toy over there. How about that? Out of everything in this picture, that fake plant or that dinosaur, that's getting fucked. But yeah, Amber's just like a terrible person, abusive. Like, but like I wouldn't let her get away with it, so it wouldn't really affect me that much in a relationship, like, you know, well, Chantel is like an awful person. Did you stop covering Boogie because he's what? No, do you know what? No, that hadn't crossed my mind. No, I stopped covering Boogie because he like desperately wanted attention. We got to the point in Boogie's career where it was just like him purposely like smearing shit on himself and then running and going, "Hey guys, look at me, I'm covered in shit." And it's like, oh, okay. Good for you, Boogie. And that was pretty much it.
Discouraged by this diagnosis. So the next question kind of goes into like what I was talking about. What is currently motivating you to lose weight? And it's
my lipedema.
Like, I don't want any more health complications due to my weight, and I do not want to die anytime soon. Like, how
long's it been since the hysterectomy? You wouldn't that be like, that's like the top of it. Are you wearing a diaper? Yes, I am. Could you hear the crinkling? Is that it, Susan? Oh, you have ears of a god on you. Like, wouldn't you, or is that a question you're asking Amber? I'm just going to answer it myself. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, with the vasectomy, the hysterectomy thing, wouldn't like that have been like the big deal? You know, wouldn't that be like the point? It's like, I don't want any more health issues than that. Wouldn't it not be like 4 years later, thank you very much, Cherry Blossom, and you're 4 years later, you're like, you know what? I think I've had enough.
I want to live.
I know I whiplash. I do share it. It's not done Irishman. I just don't upload it. I haven't done anything. Oh, you're asking me? Good. Well, Susan, you got your answer.
I know that sounds crazy.
I know I said vasectomy. I say that every fucking time. Sorry.
because people my size, we don't live that long. What is your next goal weight since you have reached your recent goal of 499 pounds?
Okay.
I think my next one is 469 because
69. Get it? I have the sex sometimes.
That's the Ozempic weight, isn't it? Am I a short king? We all know I'm a short king. I'm 5'10". I'm short king.
From my remembrance, that is the lowest I remember weighing.
So funny.
For a very long time.
Well,
years,
that's depressing.
Probably like 7 years, maybe more.
Crazy.
When I get there, that'll be really exciting for me. How often do you listen to music? So I listen to music.
I just saw, guys, I went through hundreds of questions, guys. Okay, hundreds, and I only picked the 33 best questions. Question 7. How often do you listen to music? What? Like, who asked that? Like, genuinely, I know she just, like, makes up questions because, like, no one cares about it. How often do you listen to music? Like, every day, probably. She always has her earbud in. Wouldn't you just assume every single fucking day? Like, it's just, that's not, who cares, bro?
Music every single day.
Wow, how'd I guess?
Hours.
Do you like breathing? What do you prefer? Do you prefer breathing air or breathing farts? Like, if we ask Salah, we might get a surprise answer here.
Maybe like 2 to 3 hours a day, maybe more.
Need me to ask her some questions? I actually don't really have any questions for Amber. I've always been one of those people who, like, I really want no, like, interaction whatsoever with my couch. I like to watch from a distance. I really wouldn't like to be one of those people, you know, like Foodie, like, routinely calls people out. I'm really not that fussed on that, you know. If a foodie was like, Gorlworld Ireland, I don't like him because potatoes suck. If she suddenly came out with something like that, I wouldn't really like to engage in a back and forth. Like, even when, like, I was covering, like, Boogie, like, I was, like, one of the only people who covered Boogie, and Boogie routinely called me out, and I didn't really enjoy those back and forths, you know. Deporino, hello from Northern Ireland. I didn't really enjoy those back and forths whatsoever. I speak English. I do.
It depends on what I'm doing.
Mr. Cardigan, I don't have any cardigans, so it makes you feel better. I'm wearing, like, a snooty. It's like, you know, one of those, like, wearable blankets. I am wearing one of those right now.
I will listen to music when I am walking Twinkie. I will listen to music when I am cleaning.
When I'm walking Twinkie, she will listen to exactly one song, and that song is 1 minute and 11 seconds long.
I'll listen to music when I'm showering. Just whenever there's, like, a time where I'm doing something and I want, like, noise, it's either that or YouTube. Do you still enjoy doing YouTube? Yes. I love everything about my side of YouTube when it comes to filming, editing.
Then wouldn't you do more? Like, wouldn't that be, like, I'm sorry, like, I love it, but how often has she, like, gone, like, 6 days without uploading? And it's like, guys, I've really struggled to upload. I've really struggled to film anything. But no, guys, she loves it. It's so much fun.
Uploading, I enjoy the whole process.
Do you though?
It's really fun. I've always loved it. I love that I was able to turn a hobby into a job.
I don't know why, but I really wanted her to say, and I would have made fun of her if she said it, but I did want her to say that she turned her hobby into her jobby, and I don't know why, because I just thought of shit, and I really wanted her to say it. I would have laughed at her, but still.
Something that makes it to where I have a roof over my head every single day.
Do you think when Sarah, I'm assuming that's a spell card, alone he farts in a jar just to use later for gross time? I don't know, maybe he has like a fart blanket or something like that. Like he has a blanket or a fart pillow or something like that. He likes to fart away into it, just later on he can just like huff away at it. I'm assuming that's why the couch was gone when Foodie Beauty came back, is he actually moved her couch into the house that he's actually living in, so he can just sit there and just smell the couch every once in a while, because I bet that thing fucking reeked.
And every single day I am thankful for you guys, so thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
And for letting me do something that I thoroughly love doing.
Amber's no problem.
Forever love it.
Amber's no problem.
I believe that. I understand why a lot of people might think I don't enjoy it anymore, because I don't upload as much as I used to.
And you constantly are talking about your fucking poor mental health and how hard it is for you to film and how your life is really boring right now and how you don't enjoy it. You know, all that kind of stuff, and how earlier on you had to talk about how you have to like literally hide from entire parts of the internet because people are mean to you. That's why I'm taking that you probably don't enjoy it as much.
The reason for that has nothing to do with like enjoyment or if I actually like YouTube still. So no worries, I still love it and I am here to stay. What's your relationship with your dad like? Actively do not have a relationship.
Non-existent. There you go. The end. That's all you need to say is non-existent. I don't need you to explain anymore because no shit, that was obvious.
Relationship with him, and I haven't had one in a very, very long time.
I haven't had one since I randomly accused him of molesting me. I'm just saying, just like Casey, I haven't had a relationship with him since I randomly accused him of raping me. I have this weird habit of doing that with people in my life.
I think out of the 33 years that I have been alive, I think I have only had a true relationship with him for maybe a year of my life, and that was when I was around like 11. I was living in an all-girls group home, and I think at the time...
What? I don't know what I'm gonna say. I can't remember at all. Like at all with when it actually happened there. Like when she like went into like the group home or not. I think it was around about 11, but I always thought it was 12, so I'm not really sure.
Time my dad was doing really well in his sobriety, and he would come visit me, and I lived actually in Upper Lake, California at the time.
Wow.
So
I'm glad to know that.
My dad, he would rent out boats, and we would go on the boat and we would go fishing, and those are the memories. Sorry.
Oh my God, she tried so hard with that. So so you had a good relationship for like a year because he rented out boats and stuff like that. Because Amber, she seems like a really outdoorsy, likes to be out on boats in like water and stuff like that. She seems like that type of person, 100%. I don't really know. I don't buy it. Maybe, like she gets taken off her parents. I find it weird that then her dad would be allowed like unsupervised visits where he's taking her away on like boat trips and stuff like that. I find that a wee bit of an odd one because it doesn't really sound she's a wet girlie. She is indeed a wet girlie. It seems odd. I didn't think like social services or child protective service or whatever it is in America would it be like, Dad, the druggie guy, yeah, do you want to take her away for the weekend? How'd you go there, mate? Bye, Amber. We hope you come back.
That I like to remember.
Wow.
I'll probably never have a relationship with him again, and that's due to my choice.
Yes.
But it's also just
it's due to my choice to come online and constantly shit on him all the time. That is a choice, I guess.
The fact that he just doesn't even try. He's still in his addiction.
And neither do you.
It's bad, and he has a lot of health problems.
And you're still in your addiction, and you have a lot of health problems.
And he's going through a lot, and I love my dad very much. I love him unconditionally.
Yeah, sure.
I love him with all of me.
I love him with all of me, even though I apparently don't try and have any relationship with him whatsoever.
But I just know that me having a relationship with him would do more harm than good, and that's just reality. Would you recommend...
Would you not want to try and like help him, since you like think that you can come online and be like an inspiration to the LGBT community? You can be an inspiration to the fat community. You can be an inspiration to everyone and teach people how to live their lives. But apparently you don't want to try and help your dad out of his like addiction or anything like that. That's like weird, but okay.
And Ozempic. So I think that if you have a large amount of weight to lose and you're obviously under doctor's supervision and they think it's the right thing for you to do, and now you're just sitting there like,
obviously.
should I do this?
Like, obviously, can you only get Ozempic through a doctor? So, like, yeah, obviously.
I would say yes. Give it a try. See how your body reacts. I know for me, I had some unpleasant symptoms, but also...
But you also, like, apparently lost, like, 80 pounds or something like that. So, like, I don't care. Like, if I was, like, Amber Lynn fat, if I was, like, 600 pounds fat, like, like, I might die in the next couple of years fat, I wouldn't give a shit what symptoms Ozempic give me. If it's like, you know what, I lost 80 pounds in a couple of months, I'd be like, fucking give me a double dose today, mate.
Ultimately, in the end, I'm willing to even try it again. So,
would you?
If you're debating, I'd say try it. Ozempic has saved a lot of people's lives. And
remember the way that you refused to try it for like ages because I have no idea. Like at one point it was like, oh well, I don't want to try it because we might come on above Lisa. Oh my god, where? Salah has a gherkin and our potato man has an English cucumber. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like, remember she said she wouldn't take Ozempic because there was like a global shortage and she's like such a nice person. She'd rather make sure that like actual diabetics get it instead of her getting it because she's like the greatest, nicest person who's ever existed. And then later on when the shortage went away, it was like, it's too expensive now. It's like, then why don't you put out an extra 2 videos a fucking week and you can afford it to save your life?
And it has made a lot of people lose weight. And I feel like that's really important for health reasons. So, yeah. So
even though I won't take it again. Even though I keep making excuses as to why I won't take it again. But it's so good. Well, it was like in the Retro Reacts when Amber was doing that whole fucking song and dance about like, guys, therapy is so important. If you guys need help, know that therapy and medication is always there for you. By the way, it doesn't work for me and I won't take it. It's like, oh, thanks. How much to see your little pillar of hope? Bro, you couldn't afford it. You couldn't afford it.
This kind of goes into the last question. Why are you open to Ozempic again, even if it can mess with your gallbladder? Because
how did that person know to ask a follow-up question? What? So the first question was, are you willing to take Ozempic again? And she said, yes, I am. And the next question was, well, if you're willing to take it, how come you have... that would imply that she's already answered that then. So this is a live streamer. Is he sick? Am I sick? I'm hopefully not sick right now.
Rapid weight loss, yo-yo dieting, losing a large amount of weight, all of that
and then getting it all back.
Regardless.
Yes.
And I'm the queen of yo-yo dieting, you guys know that. I want to lose a large chunk of weight. So it's like, my
is she really queen of yo-yo dieting if she like always stays exactly the same?
gallbladder has had issues in the past already due to dieting into the weight loss.
Sorry, what was that?
So it's like, my gallbladder has had issues in the past already.
Oh yeah, my pin comment. Sorry about that. I'll unpin my comment. Thank you very much for pointing that out to me. I totally forgot to unpin that comment. That was from when I was meant to live stream, like on Wednesday or whatever it is. Thank you very much, Megan. That scared the shit out of me. It was kind of one of those ones where I was here like dum dum dum, and I always thought like the nun was coming to get me or something like that, or fucking La Llorona, and I fucking immediately fucking looked over my shoulder. It's like, Jesus, got my fucking karate hands up and everything like that, guys. I thought it was fucking coming for me. Is that in real life or this video? It's in this video. I thought it was like fucking footsteps coming at me. It was like, come at me, bro. Apparently not. It was her. It was someone running along her fucking rooftop or something like that. Jeez, if you look up, fucking Reagan from The Exorcist is fucking like crawling across her ceiling.
Due to the yo-yo dieting into the weight loss. So it's like, what's another thing?
Amber's coming for me. The steps would have been way fucking louder, Val.
If I'm being supervised by a doctor and they're like, you know what, it's fine. I think your gallbladder will be fine.
It's Ozempic. It's also, wouldn't they have just taken your fucking gallbladder out of this time? But if your gallbladder is the reason why you can't take a life-saving medical drug, wouldn't they just be like, bro, fuck it, we'll take the gallbladder out. We might as fucking well. Like, I'm sorry, if I was being supervised by a doctor, don't you have to be for Ozempic?
Do it. I'm not gonna not lose weight just because of my gallbladder. Do you think living in Oklahoma will
allow
you to grow or no? Oh, absolutely.
Grow or no?
It has already allowed me to grow. This is the most independent.
Should I make the waistband joke? Should I? No? Pure taste? I agree, guys. I really can't wait to see what her definition of growth is.
I have ever been in my whole entire
life. Have you?
I feel my mental health.
You literally need your mom to drive you to the laundromat because you broke your washing machine. Are you independent?
Improving. I feel my emotional health improving.
Are you?
I feel my physical health. I am losing weight.
Are you?
I am independent. Yes, I don't drive. A lot of people don't, though. You can be an independent.
Yeah, but a lot of people can take Ubers. A lot of people can walk to places. A lot of people who, like, don't drive. It's like, well, I don't need to drive because I can walk everywhere. Or I can take public transport everywhere. Or I can bike everywhere, like King Cobra JFS. That kind of shit. You're just like, well, I can't go out without my mom. Like that. That's why it's weird for you. Because it's not about you not driving. It's the fact that you need your mom to take... Who wipes your ass? The $1 million question, Hex. Like, that's why it's weird that you don't drive. It's because you need your mom. You're choosing to not drive because you like to rely on someone.
Independent person and still not drive. So yes, I am already growing and improving as a person, like living on my own. Question for me is,
you show that at all?
Will I continue to...
Twog fucking was up for like 1 nanosecond there and just collapsed because it was so fucking boring.
Grow as a person here? Or am I eventually going to want to move on and go somewhere else? I don't know.
I can't wait.
What's one thing people rag you about online that you feel bad about?
Oh,
so by rag me, I'm assuming the person meant like something that people like constantly bring up. And
well, no, it's a rag on you about. It's like... That's like a standard phrase, isn't it?
The first thing I think of is just like my ignorance with like certain words that I've used years and years ago. Like I'm talking over 7 years ago. Since then, I have apologized and learned, owned up to my mistakes. And I think that's literally the only thing you can do when you're ignorant towards something.
Like I'm not sure like what she's referring to. Is the word grape? Was her ignorance of what grape meant? Is that what the word is that she messed up with? I was just ignorant, guys. I didn't know what grape meant. No, I'm like, what is she talking about? Oh yeah, like moment, definitely that word. What word is she talking about? Is it like what was it when like I look like a blackie or whatever it was? She said, is it that word? Because I don't really know a lot of controversials. She said like, oh, like hood rat. Like I remember the blackie one. Like I never heard of hood rat.
Is own up to your mistakes, apologize, learn, and grow from that. Do you think the therapy you did for weight loss surgery helped a lot? Because
so many jump
I think
cuts.
that might be the first
tits, can you put them away? Thanks.
Time in my whole life, and I've done a lot of therapy in my life, but that is the first time in my whole life that I have ever seen one psychologist for weeks and weeks.
Actually, you saw 3 psychologists, if your story is to believe. You repeatedly changed how many psychologists you were actually seeing, because you had to see a psychologist who referred you to a different psychologist, who referred you to a special psychologist, who then referred you to a psychologist to get you tested for, what was it, ADHD she claimed she was diagnosed with, and then a different psychologist who was diagnosing her with fucking, BPD, and she saw apparently loads.
Weeks and weeks and
You got an ad on my video? Well, that was, yeah, once you start a live stream, you get an ad, but I don't put ads into my live streams whilst they're going. I'll put them in afterwards, but once they're going, no, I don't, because that breaks up the live stream.
Weeks on end. And it's almost as if like my whole weight loss surgery journey was just like meant to happen for that very reason.
Oh my God,
because
cringe.
it's like I've learned so much about myself, and there were so many like situations from my past, especially like in my childhood, where it's like if I would even think about it, like instantly tears. And now it's like I can talk maturely.
I have never actually seen like a tear from you, like ever actually seen a tear from you. I would think if you had things that, like, if you talked about, they just instantly emotionally broke. Yep, I would have seen them, I feel like. But it's always just like the fucking the dad thing. My dad took me out on boats, guys, like Uber boats. My dad took me out on boats, like, and then she didn't even cry. And it's like, oh, that's meant to be like her deeply emotional.
And clearly about those situations where it's like, I'm okay. And I'm here and I'm well. I feel.
Yes, this video is like 6 videos ago. This is my catch-up stream.
Myself healing from things that I never ever thought that I would, and getting diagnosed with PTSD and also BPD. It opened my
ASMR and obesity
eyes tremendously. It's like things that I used to not be aware of, I'm now aware.
She was diagnosed with PTSD like fucking ages ago. That's what she claimed. Like, she's claimed she's had PTSD for fucking ages, and now she's pretending the most recent, like, psychologist diagnosed her with everything.
Aware of, and I'm able to, like, rationally be like, okay, so this is the reason you're this way. Now it's your choice to, like, find that rational side of you.
It was literally only, like, 2 months ago where she was, like, claimed that she was having manic episodes, and her diet fell apart, and she was eating like fuck. That was, like, 2 months ago. But it's like, no, ever since those therapy sessions, like, last March? Ever since those therapy sessions last March, guys, I've never been better.
You take a deep breath, calm down, and do the right thing. So this kind of goes with the last question, but
is that another follow-up?
With the answer that I am going to give. The question is, what is the worst habit that you do when you're in love with someone? So not only
be creepy and obsessive,
but
I think your worst habit is making TikToks. I think I'm gonna say that as easily the worst habit you have when you're pretending to love someone is you make TikToks.
Massive anxious attachment issues. Like, it is so freaking bad. But when I'm in love with someone, they become my everything. And I know it's because of the BPD. I know it's because of the anxious attachment.
Or it's because of the narcissism, because you want their full attention at all times. It's probably that more than, oh, I have BPD, so I like people a lot. What?
So it gets so bad, it's to the point where it's like my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, the way my day goes, etc., is all based on the way that they are treating me. One small change or tweak in tone or words can literally feel like the end of the world to me.
Okay, but that's just could be you're dramatic and not bipolar. Isn't that just it? You know, like if they don't give me all their love and attention, I get pissy. It's like, yeah, but that's also like a narcissistic trait, bro.
I never understood why. I always thought I was just dramatic. That's what I was called, my whole life.
You are dramatic.
Relationships, it's just like, you're dramatic.
You are dramatic.
Why are you so irrational? Why do you act this way? Like,
I love she's being dramatic, right? She's about to do the fucking hair flick. She's being dramatic this entire time whilst complaining about people saying she's being dramatic.
Crazy, like, hearing those things constantly, it's just like, yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I'm just being dramatic. I'm just drama queen. And it's just like, no, like, now that I know the reason, it's like,
no, nothing's actually my fault, guys. Wow.
I have BPD. That's why I'm doing this. Like,
and how's that therapy still? Like the therapy that you're definitely still doing to address this issue. No. Apparently, she just went to like therapy and got diagnosed with BPD and was like, "Oh, really? Oh!" And then just left therapy instantly afterwards, and then apparently has cured it herself, so she doesn't have any negative side effects. Wouldn't you, like, if you actually thought this was real, wouldn't you still be in therapy, like, learning, like, coping mechanisms and actually, like, how to deal with it? Or, like, I don't know, be on medication. Is there medication for BPD? I have no idea. I saw someone say cognitive therapy is, like, the only thing that Julie, you said my sister has BPD, only cognitive therapy works. Like, yeah, cognitive behavioral therapy. Yeah, you know what? Why isn't she still doing that? If medication doesn't help, why isn't she still doing that? It's like, oh, no, I moved to Oklahoma. 6 months ago. I just haven't had time, guys.
I know this isn't normal. I know this isn't rational. Having that answer has helped me so much. Like, you guys have no idea how empowering it is to have an answer.
She really makes it sound like if someone's like fucking like down and they're having like a bad day or something like that, and someone just walks up and goes like, do you know what, mate? It sounds like you have depression. Suddenly the person will just be like, wow, the sun is shining, extra nice. And then they would dance away singing a fucking musical because now that they know they have depression, they just can get over it. That's the way she's describing this. Is like, the second I found out I had PTSD, I was instantly just better. The second I found out I had bipolar, I was instantly just better. It's like, wow, that's magic how that fucking works, bro. Too bad you can't learn your fat apparently so you can get better with it.
I'd actually give an example. So say someone I'm in a relationship with usually messages me every morning.
It's like the fucking conjuring noises going on in the background of this fucking video. Working out helps me. Don't recommend that to our D&D queen. She's gonna have to go and walk another mile now to prove that she can fucking own all its haters.
At 9 a.m. and says good morning to me. That's something I'm used to. That's something that I expect. So if it comes 9:30, I start to think they hate me. They want nothing to do with me. They're cheating on me. That's where my brain goes.
So you're like creepy. Look at this fucking creepy, obsessive, like bunny boiler face. But it's not my fault, guys. I have BPD. Yep, shrug. Well, it's not my fault. I'm abusive and clingy to my girlfriends, expect them to answer all of my texts instantly within 2 nanoseconds, or I start accusing them of cheating me or anything like that. You know, it's not my fault. I have BPD. Shrug. I guess my girlfriend just has to deal with that. It's like, well, you fucking do therapy.
Automatically, I'm not gonna lie, it would probably start happening around 9:03 a.m.
Wow.
So then what that would cause me to do is text them.
Be psychotic?
Why don't you talk to me? Is everything okay? Like multiple texts.
Wow.
Because not only is that my BPD.
No, not only that, it's also your narcissism and your abusive personality.
Being like triggered, but it's also my anxious attachment being triggered.
My God.
But now that I have the answers where in the past.
Now I know I have BPD, apparently that just doesn't happen anymore because that's how diagnoses work. One day I had cancer and someone says, you have cancer, and my cancer disappeared because, you know, diagnosis is also the cure.
If I did that, that would just be me being dramatic. I'm a crazy girlfriend.
Yep,
like,
you are.
What the heck are you
yes,
doing?
you are.
Like if that was to happen, I would send one text.
And she seriously, that is seriously what she's fucking pretending. She is seriously pretending. I got told I have BPD. Boom. I no longer have any BPD traits because I suddenly realized, I'm being BPD by sending too many text messages. So I just don't anymore because I now realize I have BPD. She couldn't stop herself. Before that, all the other ones she fucking abused, she couldn't stop herself for any of them because, she didn't realize she was BPD. She just thought, I'm being a dramatic girlfriend. It's like, wouldn't that make you stop as well, realizing you're being dramatic? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, babe? You know, a simple you okay? Yes, I'd still be like on the inside having a little bit of anxiety. Like,
oh my God, she's like a fucking Grey Knight in Warhammer 40k. She knew the demon's true name and sent it back to the warp. She said fucking BPD out loud and fucking BPD got banished to the maelstrom. I hope someone got that reference. I worked hard for it, okay?
I can't change those things about myself right now. That's going to come with time. That's going to come with therapy. That's going to come with help.
Yes, it does come with therapy. Do you want to try it?
The fact that I'm able to stare the same situation in the face, whereas it happening 3 years ago and I freaked the F out, or it happening now and I'm like, it's gonna be okay, Amberlyn.
It's only you make it so like she said, I need therapy to get it fixed. So the way you're talking about it, it's already fixed. You're just instantly just like, nope, I know. I only send one text now because I just instantly know it's my BPD and I just don't do it anymore. It's like you make it sound like people like who have like schizophrenia or something like that. Someone says you have schizophrenia and they're instantly like, okay. Anytime I start having paranoid thoughts, I just go like, wait, bro, you have schizophrenia. And it's like, okay, never mind. And they're just fine. They're instantly over it.
I thoroughly feel like my psychologist from Kentucky changed my life.
Oh God, she pretended to cry again.
Because I'm able to see things so different.
Is it shocking how much she's like Boogie? She's like, that's why I find them interesting. Like the fat thing is like a symptom of their personality, in my opinion. Like, because I don't really particularly care about their weight or anything like that. I find it interesting that they lie about their weight so much. That's way more interesting. But yeah, no, like Rince, it's why I find her, like Chantel, Boogie, and why I find them interesting, because they're all so incredibly. And yes, it is sped up. It's 1.25 speed. 1.25 speed right now.
Than I was prior to the diagnosis. Trust me, I know it can be exhausting for someone to be with someone like that. 100% agree.
Well, apparently you're not like that anymore. Apparently you just got over it.
It's also exhausting for me. It's very
Oh my God, you're such a victim.
I try my very hardest to be upfront.
I know it's hard for me to be abusive and clingy and just constantly blowing up your phone if you don't answer me instantly, but it's even harder for me having to put up with you not answering my text immediately because I have BPD. It's like, oh, sorry, Amber, I'll make sure to answer straight away.
With the person that I'm interested in, like, these are my issues. This is sometimes how I react to certain situations. I just feel like it's very important.
Can I imagine her drawing a weapon? I don't know why, but I immediately thought of, like, drawing it with, like, you know, those fucking, like, diamond paintings or something like that. That's where my head went to. I don't know what weapon would she use. She has that pepper spray, didn't she? Didn't, like, Feline buy her, like, pepper spray? Because she was like, watch out, you're gonna get, like, kidnapped in Oklahoma, so she had a pepper spray. I imagine the Frank House situation, but she, like, pepper sprays and accidentally, like, sprays it backwards and hits herself in the fucking face or something like that.
Have open communication around anything in a relationship, but especially mental health. And
she would sit on her, she would. She would just tuck and just roll at her, be like Indiana Jones.
Times have you ordered takeout in March, and what was it?
Oh my God.
So today's actually March 12th.
Oh my God.
I only ordered takeout
well, today certainly is not March 12th here.
3 times. So I'm actually very proud of that.
I only do it every 4 days. Why would you be proud of that? That doesn't fit at all with the recent diet she said she's been doing.
Like, round of applause. I mean, this is...
guys, a round of applause. Give me praise for literally doing what I like to call the bare minimum. See, the thing is, the other 3 days average where I didn't order, that's because I realized it was me being BPD, and I was like, you shouldn't order food because you're BPD, and I was like, and then I didn't because I'm BPD.
I'm from a girly pop who would order takeout a couple times a day. So I would say I'm very, very proud of that.
Wow.
What show?
The fucking bare minimum. Like, I'm so not for praising people for doing them. It's like the glitter and lasers thing, where it's like, because I got a fair bit of criticism. I don't really mind. People can criticize me all they want. I always got these comments which are like, I know you're going to delete my comment, but I want to tell you this. And it's like, I'm not going to delete your comment. You're free to criticize me. I'm really not upset about it. It's just absolutely grand. But I always get these comments where it's just like, well, at least she's out there, like, kind of walking a 5K. It's like, I guess. Like, if that's, like, the level you want to go with of praise, I guess. I just have, like, higher standards, I guess.
Did you audition for last year? So I am friends with someone from 1,000 Pound Best Friends.
Are you?
And we thought it would be a good idea.
I don't know what 1,000 Pound Best Friends is. I know, like, what, like, this 600 Pound Sister? Well, 600 Pound Life and, like, is it 1,000 Pound Sisters or something like that? When I do more glitter and lasers, yeah, I'll probably do more other glitter and lasers at some point when it's like kind of slow and I'm not interested in covering Foodie or Amber. I'll cover glitter and lasers. I like to try and mix it up. Maybe once a week I'll do like a video on someone else, like one of my like random wee ones. I don't know who the 1,000 Pound Best Friends are though. Sorry.
For me to be on that show. So she talked to the producers,
sure.
And they're like, you know what? Let's give her an interview. So I had an interview. Feline was my girlfriend at the time, and she was 100% supportive.
I thought you weren't going to name Feline anymore. I thought we went through that entire storyline. Feline wasn't going to get mentioned anymore.
We knew that we were going to have to actually move to a different state to be a part of that show.
Okay.
And
which you wanted to do
it. We were willing and ready. I did the interview. It actually went amazing.
Did it?
But I never heard back from them. And I'm not gonna lie.
So your interview didn't go amazing then. My interview went so amazing, they didn't even contact me again. You know, like all those job interviews you guys have where it's like, I did so well, guys. I'm probably like the best candidate. Weirdly, they never phoned me after that. It's like, it didn't go well. Spoiler.
To you, this happens a lot. I have been interviewed.
It happens a lot. I get interviewed and then they never contact me again. It's like, then you're probably shit at interviewing. Do Ethan Ralph or Cog? What, for like drama wise? Ethan Ralph, I think, is a bit of a beating a dead horse at this point. Cog, I don't really know a huge amount about Cog. I watched like Kino Casino, and every once in a while they'll talk about him, but that's about it. I don't really think Cog's like overly interesting to talk about.
Oh
yes, and yeah, guys, I hit 6K subscribers. Probably should have thought about doing something for it, but then it's like, well, do I really want to do like a special every time I get like 1,000 subs? And I was like, well, I'll wait till 7.5. But then I had an idea for like a special, and it's like, wait, that wouldn't make sense for 7.5 because my special was going to be like, I was going to like react to like 7 people or something like that. 10K special is probably the next one I'm going to do. But maybe I might do a 7.5 as well. Who knows?
Few weight loss shows.
I'm glad to hear that, Julie.
And it always goes really good. They like hype me up and they make me feel really good, but they never call me back. They never even tell me.
Then you're shit.
We didn't choose you. It's just like there's nothing.
Wow. So, you're not even worth a backup call to say, look, we went with someone else. That's how bad you are.
It would have been an amazing experience.
Wow.
I would have absolutely loved it. Because the girl I'm friends with from that show, I don't want to like say her name because I don't know how she would feel about that. I'm sure she wouldn't care, but like,
well, people in my chat have already said her name, so I'm assuming like she's already made it evident who she actually is friends with. Okay, but so you went to an interview because your friend got you an interview in this fake TV show, but apparently you're so bad that even having like a nepotism hire, ability because you're friends with one of the stars of the show, they still didn't even want you. That says a lot. It's like if your dad owns the company and you go for a fucking interview and they're like, nah, do you know what? I don't think you're a right fit. That's how embarrassing this is.
like, y'all, you know me, I'm afraid, like, the doxing, I might say the wrong thing. Like, I have become more private on my channel. I do want to get better with that and start sharing more, but it's hard to balance, like, what am I allowed to say versus what am I not allowed to say? I don't want anyone mad at me. So, but yeah, it was 1,000-pound best friends. And I don't know, it just would have been great. Well,
apparently it wasn't just 1,000-pound best friends. You said it's apparently been numerous ones you've been interviewed for and they just, none of them responded to you.
Like, I really do feel that. Do you consider yourself...
When these shows want to keep in good terms in case they want to future. Exactly, Megan B. That's why I say it would be so... Sorry, Megan E. Actually, not Megan B. Sorry, I'm squinting here. I'm doing a foodie beauty squint right now for you. Yeah, you would think they would at least give her, like, a courtesy callback and be like, nah, do you know what? Right, maybe not for this season. Maybe not for this season. Because we got something lined up for this. Maybe in the... something like that. Just to kind of keep her... simmering over in case they want to, but like right now they're just like, nah, fuck, don't even call her back. That just seems weird.
A sexual person. Oh, absolutely. What? Absolutely. Sorry. I really do feel that. Do you consider yourself a sexual person? Oh, absolutely.
Wow, I love she even had to look to the side when she said that, because like she probably does consider herself like a sexual person. But, like, I don't, like I said before, she can have sex in front of me, and I still think she's a virgin. Like, she just comes across, like, she's like, as I say, like, Chantel, like Boogie, it's why I find them interesting. They give off such fucking virgin energy for people who talk about sex and relationships so fucking much. It is weird.
Absolutely. I would consider myself to actually be a very sexual person, especially, like...
But how come you don't have sex?
You vibe in that way. Like, sex every day. I'm a daily sex type of girly pop, so...
Wow, fantastic. I didn't need to know any of that in my life. Honestly, my day is ruined, thanks. Like, didn't she claim, well, because we've watched, like, please, no more questions. Are we just done? End of the stream, guys. We're going home. Like, wasn't it during, like, the Beck thing, where they were constantly, and I made a point, it's like, we get it, you have sex. People have been telling me, it's like, oh, no, actually, they actually came out later on and said, like, they actually have never had sex. Like, her and Beck, like, never had sex. But they kept acting like that and kept, like, joking and talking about, like, all the sexy times they have, like, on their videos. But then Beck apparently didn't actually, like, sleep with her. Like, maybe they did it every once in a while, but apparently it wasn't, like, a major thing. But, like, Amber's like, oh, yeah, I'm so sexy and I have sex all the time and sometimes I touch, like, vaginas and stuff.
Oh, do you have a current love life? So
no.
I actually do have a current love life.
She's called my left hand.
And it is with my Valentine.
Well,
there was a phase where I was talking to multiple people at once.
Oh, God, embarrassing.
Through here and there and this and that.
I love she thinks, like, she's desirable. I love she just thinks that people will buy that she's desirable. And what is even... desirable about her? Like, imagine you signing up. Okay, yes, you're probably going to get like a lot of your bills paid for. Fantastic. I'm sure that there are loads of people who are interested in getting their bills paid for. But you have to basically be a cast member on this fucking shitty TV show.
And I just realized that, like, talking to multiple people at once is not me.
Wow.
It never has been.
Apparently it was Feline.
Never did anything like that before. But it's like, people were like, you're single, try it out, talk to different people. And
sure.
I did. I experienced it. Great. It's just not for me.
Wow.
So my Valentine is the only person that I'm interested in. And
Fingerlin, fantastic. So somebody said, oh, so she did get a girlfriend. So I'm assuming, like, one of the more recent videos that she claims that she actually has a girlfriend. Because, like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna believe it until they actually appear. Like, Amber so far since the breakup with Feline has had, like, 6 fucking girlfriends. Like, she has had 6 girlfriends who live in Canada.
Only person.
She can donate so much skin to burn victims. She has a lot of skin. So, do you know what she could? She is charity case right here.
I want to be interested in and that I will be interested in. So, yeah, I do have a love life. What 5 things would you want your partner to be like? I'll name some things, like, obviously, like...
Obviously a woman, because I'm a lesbian. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet.
trustworthy and loyal.
Wow.
I want someone who's loving and affectionate, like with their words and physical touch. I want someone who's obsessed with me, like mutual.
You see, the problem was she forgot to remind herself at that time that she has BPD. That's why the BPD slipped out there, and she wants someone who is literally obsessed with her. She forgot to tell herself, guys, I have BPD, and then she wouldn't have said that, but she would have remembered and just instantly been a better person then.
Obsession is definitely green flag coded for sure. And I want someone.
Obsession is a green flag. You know what? Sure, she was definitely one of those girls who read Twilight and thought it was fucking great romance.
It was like weird and funny and quirky and silly because that is very much.
I love to said 5 things and we're on to like 7 right now.
Me. And I want to laugh with you and be weird with you.
9.
And I just love that. Like someone with a good sense.
But you're not like quirky or weird or like she isn't. Like I don't you know, she's like the raw XD girl kind of thing. You know, where it's like I'm like every other girl, but I just kind of pretend that I'm not like every other girl kind of thing. It's like you're not quirky. Like, I'm not quirky. I'm not quirky and unique and interesting or anything like that either. But, like, I know these guy, do you come to my streams because I'm so quirky? Oh my god, I'm, like, so random with my humor. Like, you guys can probably guess, like, 80% of my jokes before they fucking come out of my mouth. That's the same with Amber. You're just like, oh, we doing this? Oh, this again? Oh, are we going in the fridge? Fantastic.
Humor. Who is your favorite ex? I'm going to say Feline. Is wifey number 1 the same as wifey number 2? Wifey number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all the same person. Has Nikocado, avocado.
Okay, so like I knew that bit came because I saw that was in the spoilers, obviously. I'm not going to even walk a pride parade. Yeah, I remember Beck came out and said that in one of their live streams. They came out and said about like she just pretty much couldn't be fucked going to the pride parade. See, the way, because I knew that like people made a big song and dance about it, she finally admitted it. Well, she did it in such a way where it's like she's being sarcastic. You know, so she could easily just go back later on and say, didn't actually say that. I was obviously joking. I said, wife, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're all the same person. I was obviously just being sarcastic and making a joke. So it's like, not even like, it's nothing really. Like, I think everyone who like wanted to know already knew, and anyone who didn't care doesn't care, you know?
Apologized yet for implying you lied about having cancer. No, he hasn't. And I think that's just very low of him.
Wow.
Especially because he still says quotes and does things that I do in my videos and his videos. It's just like,
wow, so you're still watching him even though you don't like him and they're still simmering about something he said like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't watch Nikocado Avocado because obviously he's the troll. Like that's why I don't find him as a funny lolker because he's a troll. It's like, okay, I respect the craft, but that's about it. Like the fact that Amber's still like upset about it, it's like, bro, someone trolled you like 4 or 5 years ago.
You have a heart?
Hey, Mr. Snowflake.
It'd be different, like if
do you have a heart at all? He does, and it's full of cholesterol, but he does. It's somewhere deep down in there.
Just like another YouTuber who just wanted to talk shit. But I did consider him my friend, and I did talk to him about my cancer privately in text messages. So it's just like for him to do something like that.
So you're like, I don't know, trying to like manipulate him, or were you trying to hope he had like come out and like talk about you or something like that and try and like, I don't know, like give you a shout out on his channel? Because it's not like he was just another YouTuber who wanted to talk shit about me. It's like Nikocado was like far bigger than you.
It's just really, really wrong. Would I like an apology?
So
sure. Like be a good, decent human being. Who is your favorite?
Have you apologized to Casey? Have you apologized to like pretty much like anyone from your past? Like actually apologize, not that awkward thing where you like phone Destiny in the middle of the live stream and kind of like act like a fucking lunatic. Imagine considering Nikocado a friend. Yeah, imagine considering someone who is playing like a fucking obvious character who every once in a while goes and like his entire stick is like eating himself to death whilst also pretending to have like a domestic violence situation going on. Imagine being like, he seems like a friendly chap. Imagine saying, I felt like he was my friend.
Reactor in Gorlworld. Definitely Yo Mama, hands down. I feel like we don't really have anyone like that in the community. Someone who's willing to stand up towards bullies and...
There's loads of anti-haters. There's like loads and loads of anti-haters. So much so that would you even consider like Yo Mama to be in Gorlworld? Because he's like aren't like the anti-haters kind of like a separate thing, like kind of unto themselves? But like, I don't think anyone had to ask her this question since she's like actually played Yo Mama clips. Like that's she only like included this because she obviously wants to say it. She made up this question because she wants to say it because we already know.
And YouTubers who think that they're doing something good when they're really not. They're just like attacking 2 individuals. I noticed that a lot.
I think we've attacked more than 2 individuals. Come on, give us credit. We've attacked many individuals. Like, I'm sorry, it's not like, I don't know, like maybe it's just me, but it's not like he's standing up to him like, you know, like he's fucking King George slaying a dragon or something like that. That's just like, he's just a reactor who's just reacting to reactors. It's not really, I don't know, that big a deal or anything like that. But it's like, sure, okay, you know, you like him because he insults people that you don't like. I'm going to flash us back to the start of this video when she was randomly talking about, like, oh, I don't really let the hate get to me. 1 in 10 times it does, which is, you know, 99% it doesn't, that kind of shit. It's like, then why do you watch him if you have to watch him just to see him shit on people that you dislike? Because that means that you shouldn't be paying attention to it. You're the one who says you keep away from the drama and don't expose yourself to it, but you're exposing it to it, like, through him, like Chantel does, and then that ended up getting Chantel banned.
Of the reaction channels, they don't like to talk about the other reaction channels, and if they do, it's always like good things, but it's like, y'all, these reaction channels, they're not perfect. They do and say wrong things as well.
No one said, hands up if you ever said all reaction channels are perfect. At 1 second she is like, I'm the star of Gorlworld, I'm the queen of Gorlworld, literally showing off her fucking crown. I am the star of the show. You guys can't buy a loaf of bread without thinking about me. I pay your bill. I'm your boss. But then also wants reaction channels to react to other reaction channels. It's like, but you're the one saying that everyone reacts to you because you're so special, but you want people to react to other people, so you're not that special. Then you think we should just react to like everyone, I guess.
Oh, because we are humans.
McCrafty, you're wrong.
We're programmed to make mistakes and to do things that.
And some people make a lot more mistakes than other people, and that's why then there's like a girl world based around them, I guess. That's the thing. It's kind of like, because Boogie uses this excuse as well. It's like, well, lots of people fuck up, but you don't see other people then getting like a Reddit thread and a huge, like, genuinely massive mega thread about all their faults built around them. It's like, yeah, it's because a lot of people, yeah, they might fuck up every once in a while, but they don't do enough where you could build a mega thread on them. That's the point.
We shouldn't, but I think the difference is that Yo Mama's not afraid to say something, while all the other reaction channels are very much scaredy cats, for the lack of a better term.
Wow, okay.
Minus all that, I genuinely just think that
she doesn't seem upset or anything like that. She doesn't seem to be trying to like rub it in or anything like that. Well, no, like Yo Mama says it because he's just a reactor to reactors because it's profitable. Like that's just it. Like it's like the Hater Nation. If they didn't get views and they didn't get money, they wouldn't do it. It's not like a heroic thing, like I'm standing up for the masses. It's just like, well, it's a monetarily, you know, it's a monetarily thing as well. It's just like people wouldn't react to Amber if they didn't make money. It's just like your mom wouldn't react about reactors if there wasn't an audience for that as well. It's not like a heroic sorry, I died there a little bit. It's not like a heroic thing.
Yo Mama is highly entertaining. I love his live streams and I watch every single one of them.
Okay.
Who was the last person that texted?
I thought you were like avoided all drama, but like, okay.
Texted you. So the last person that texted me was my Valentine. Do you
my
use
God!
sex toys with yourself or with—
Oh my God, please don't. Oh no. Can we go back to talking about Yo Mama? Please. I don't want to know about the sex toys. I mean, she hasn't done a sex toy haul yet.
With partners? Yes, I do. And I know some people are going to come for me, especially if you've...
Well, you probably need to use a sex toy, because unironically, I don't think you can reach yourself. Like, so you probably do need it.
Been watching me for about a decade. Because I remember one time I said, like I said, like this was like a decade ago. And one time I was like, yeah, I think you only need sex toys if like your sex life is like super boring.
Well, no.
Girly pop. I was just like delusional at the time. I'm not delusional anymore. A sex toy.
Fantastic. Well, don't you have to use a sex toy because you don't have a girlfriend? Isn't that the reason with you, to be fair?
It is amazing. And I've been...
Also, isn't it just because, like, I don't know if anyone could find it in there for you. They'd probably just, like, throw you a dildo and be like, bro, just work on yourself there. I'm not digging down there.
For years now, but I'm just, like, speaking about it now. What is the last thing you journaled about? So I journaled about...
I journaled about my sex toys. I journaled about making a video where I talk about my sex toys and how fucking kinky I am.
A conversation that I will be having this Friday. It's actually a serious conversation that I'm having with someone. So I journaled a little bit about that and... like, just so interesting about it, and maybe some, like, talking points that I would like to bring up.
Wow, I can't believe you actually did that as, like, clickbait. It's like, oh, something important that's going to be happening soon. That's what I journaled about. So you journaled about things that are happening in the future. That doesn't... I thought a journal was meant to be, like, reflective. Not, like, fucking premonitive. I don't know what the word is. Premonition. We're going to go with a premonition.
Will you show your partner in videos in the future? So this goes for...
if you have one, I guess.
Whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend... I will show you. You can be in my videos. You can be in all my videos. You can do whatever you want.
Fantastic.
Well, not whatever you want, but you guys know what I mean.
Not whatever you want. I really hope that wasn't a kinky thing.
Y'all up in my videos. Like, I don't care, but it's only if you want to.
And all of my friends that time, you know, all those friends, like all the friends that she's met and all the subscribers that she met, and you know that subscriber party she went where all of her subscribers got together and they hung out together and they had a party for Christmas. Literally every single one of them, none of them wanted to be on camera whatsoever, including my own mother. It's weird that everyone in your entire life doesn't want to be on camera. That is very fucking weird. Am I familiar with DSP? I don't keep up with him, but I obviously know who DSP is. He's the king of the little guys, you know? But no, I don't really keep up with him. His dramas are generally very, like, repetitive, and I'm just like, well, whatever. And his live streams are too long, too boring for me to really keep up with.
I'll never ever put someone in my videos that does not want to be in my video. I would love it if my partner wanted to be part of my YouTube channel. But I understand if they wouldn't. People are brutal.
Yes.
And there's a difference between, oh, I'm going to make fun of this. I might make fun of your hair. Versus like, I'm going to dox you and your family and your dog and your dog's kibbles. Like, it's just like...
Which I obviously disagree with as well. Like, you know, like that is something like I've never really been overly fussed with as well. But like, didn't she dox Feline? Because like, it's not like people can just guess who fucking Feline is. People weren't like, I recognize that fingernail. It wasn't like that. Didn't she dox Feline? Didn't she dox shit? Yeah. Didn't like, because I wasn't around for that period when she got with her, and eventually I'll probably catch up during my retro react. But didn't she dox Feline? Didn't she like hint at her name and where she came from and all, so much so that people were eventually able to track her down? So it's like, you can't say, oh my god, she doesn't want, my girlfriend wouldn't want to be in my live streams or my videos or anything like that because of you evil doxers. You're the evil doxer. It's like the Spider-Man. No, it's not the Spider-Man meme. It's like the fucking meme with like the Scooby-Doo guy and he pulls off the mask and it was Amber all along.
People be doxing like what doctors I have.
Yep.
That actually goes into the next question.
Wow, it's almost like this was scripted. That was weird because you're not that clever. Wow, I can't believe she actually scripted it to lead on to the next question. Felicia Dunlap, thank you so much. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm here with my fourth favorite girl, fifth favorite girl. I don't even know. I don't even know now.
Perfect segue, Amberlynn. What really happened?
Perfect segue. It's almost like I wrote that
during the weight loss surgery era.
Wow, smug Lynn's here. I can't wait.
Okay. I specifically said repeatedly during that whole era, I will explain later. You guys will see why I'm upset later. I can't tell you now, but I'll tell you later.
Wow, I can't wait for this to really not live up to it. Whatever's about to come out here, it's not going to live up to this hype.
Later is here, and I'm just going to do it short and quick and to the point.
I can't wait.
I could easily do a whole story time, but I'm just not going to even do that.
I'm going to do it short and quick and to the point. See, the thing is, I could talk about this more, however, I'm not going to. Get to the fucking point!
Because I'm not going to put my energy into
Get to the point!
Hardcore because I just don't want to.
I literally call this the drama trilogy because I think the next two videos are all about drama, and I'm pretty sure that this is like to do with that whole thing. Like I said, I saw like hints and shit like that. So like, it doesn't seem like she's going to put any energy into it whatsoever, guys.
I did back then. My energy was very much into this back then. I was very upset. So let's get into it. So if you guys remember, I came on my YouTube and I said, oh, I can't get weight loss surgery until I don't binge for a whole year.
Yes.
It came out of nowhere.
And you
confusing.
apparently freaked out.
But I held on to that and I said, okay, let's do it. Then I had...
No, you didn't. You had a freak out. Wasn't that the point? Like, she had, like, a massive freak out and complain about it and talking about, like, shopping around and all? Like, that's literally what she said.
Appointment with my dietitian. And she said, you're going to come meet the surgeon because we need to talk to you about something.
Oh, my God.
And this was before I was even supposed to meet the surgeon. Sorry,
Wouldn't you have, like, met the surgeon, like immediately? Like, especially if you're at the point where, like, they're saying, like, oh, no, you need to be, like, do this because she had her psychological assessment. Wouldn't you have met the surgeon by this point? Like, I'm pretty sure she met the surgeon pretty early. Like, I'm not sure she would have met him during, like, the seminar, but she claimed during the seminar she got to, like, go, you know, to the side and speak to the staff members, and I assume the surgeon would have been included in that.
Itched right here, so
I noticed, thanks,
that's why I'm super red, and I just now noticed.
Yeah.
My skin be sensitive.
Wow.
Anyways, I was going to meet the surgeon even before I was supposed to. So, long story short, hundreds and hundreds of people were emailing my surgeon, finding his Instagram.
Sure, just like hundreds and hundreds of people answered this, and within an hour and a half, you'd pick the 33 questions. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, maybe thousands, hell, fuck, maybe tens of thousands, might as well go for that big a made-up number, answered your Instagram that quickly.
And messaging him, they were contacting my surgeon's office through the phone.
I doubt it.
Messages.
I doubt it.
Any way that people could contact my surgeon, they were finding it. And
hundreds of people were doing hundreds. Really? Hundreds. How many comments does she even get on her videos? Like, I guarantee it's not like 40,000, because like, out of like A-logs, out of like people who are into drama, out of like trolls and everything like that, like, what percentage are we talking? Millions, yes. We might as well go up to that fucking level of a number. Like, okay, guys, so we have 1,000 trolls in a room, guys, okay? 1,000 trolls get together one day, and they're all sitting there. And how many of those 1,000 trolls do you think are going to, like, dox her? How many of those 1,000 trolls do you think support doxing? Maybe 20%? Maybe 20% of the 1,000 trolls support doxing. Okay, out of that 20%, what percentage do you think are the ones who would then actually go and do the doxing? Like 5%? 1%? How many people are the ones who do the doxing and then personally spend their time to go out of their way to get in contact with the person personally? Like, what are we talking here? We're like, how small a number are we getting? But no, apparently hundreds of people. One person decided to apparently fucking troll her once and send her a fucking cake, guys. But no, hundreds of people decided, hey, you know what? Why not? I'm going to phone the doctor's office. The phone was ringing for 16 hours fucking straight because it was like, you are position 473rd in the queue. What are you fucking on about? Sandy Toes, bro, you slay me. Thanks for many laughs. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. I'll give you a wee heart for that one there. It's silly. Like, do you know what? If she was like, Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Let's go for that, guys. Logan Paul. We had Logan Paul. We had the Japanese ending yourself first. I'll say that to keep Mr. YouTube happy there. The YouTube ending. Yeah, I know it wasn't a troll. I know that's what I was just using it as an example. Michelle, I know the cake apparently wasn't from a troll. It was actually from a fan who liked it from their country or whatever it was like. But okay, Logan Paul, the death force, that kind of thing. Like, how many complaints do you think were actually made against Logan Paul? I don't mean people like posting a comment online going, I don't like Logan Paul, he sucks, something like that. How many people do you think wrote to the American embassy to say don't let him back in? How many people do you think wrote to the Japanese embassy and said, actually arrest him, we want him in prison for 1 million years? 100% are here, laughing point. That's it. The number of people who actually are going to dig into your personal life or go hard and it actually come at you, tiny. Ethan Ralph was one of the most hated lol guys in history, and people would show up at his house, but it was 3 people. I think it was 3 people. He was one of the biggest lol guys in 2020. I think it was. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago. But Ethan Ralph was one of the biggest lol guys, and everyone talked about it. People got thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views for video just from talking about him. And people hated him, and he was constantly threatening to go to people's house. And people would say, oh, well, you're threatening to go to people's house, we're going to go to your house. And do you know how many people actually went to his house? 2 or 3 people. Do you know how many people went to his public event? 2. 2 people. 2 trolls went to his public event to troll him. That's it. But Amber, he has a fraction of the notoriety. Yeah, hundreds of people decide to phone her surgeon. You know what, bro? You're just too important. You're so fucking important. They had to hire an extra secretary. You're creating jobs. They had to hire 3 extra secretaries to deal with all the emails and phone calls.
And they were doing it. So how did people?
But they did beat him up.
Surgeon was?
They tried and they fucked up.
A reaction channel.
Yeah.
How did that reaction channel find out who my surgeon was?
Yeah.
Because I read maybe 2 sentences of an email that was sent to me by my surgeon's office. This reactor.
I remember you reading out entire emails. Those are the dramatic readings I should be doing. I remember her doing entire readings of entire emails. Okay, remember I'm gonna have to refer back to the Jade thing, but see, my girlfriends don't appear on camera because the evil reaction channels will dox them, guys. And it's just like, but you're the one who doxed your last girlfriend. That was you. So we've literally just done that storyline again. So my surgeon got doxed because I doxed my surgeon. And someone mentioned the dox. What? Like, really? Is that it? Ethan Ralph did win that trophy. He really did. That was a great, what was it called? Fucking WrestleRama or something like that? Ralphomania? I can't remember. It was a bowling event. I remember that. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know? Okay. Do you know what, Amber? Hundreds of people are phoning your doctor's office and evil reaction channels doxed your surgeon after you told them who your surgeon was. I guess that makes sense.
Wanted to know so badly who my surgeon was,
okay,
that they faked wanting to get weight loss surgery,
okay,
just so they could get that email back to them to confirm who my weight loss surgeon was.
Okay.
And once they confirmed who my weight loss surgeon was,
okay,
what did they do? They doxed him.
So did people show up and like she mentioned people like phoned his office? Like I said, don't believe it. She mentioned people like messaged them on Instagram. Still don't believe it, but like, okay, I mean, maybe one or two people did, sure, 100%. How did they dox? Did anyone show up at your surgeon's house? Did like people write to your surgeon's wife or something like that? Like, that's doxing. Like, if you're just saying they messaged him on his company's like Instagram, that's not doxing. And I'm very anti-doxing. Like, people know me very well. I'm very anti-doxing. Like, even when I was talking about Boogie, who's been doxed to hell and back, everyone knew about Boogie. I purposely didn't like talk about his address. I didn't show his address or anything. I purposely blanked it out, even though everyone knew where he lived. I purposely blanked it out. You can literally type in like the Boogie address, and it's like the first result in Google. It's so common knowledge. He shows it himself on his live streams and shit like that where he lives, and I still didn't show it. Like, but like, I'm so against doxing, so you know it's real when it's coming from me. That you're not doxed if you're like a public surgeon and she says who you are, and people like say, oh, that's her doctor. That's not doxing. It's doctoring. It wasn't even worth it.
They said, this is Amber Lynn's surgeon.
Uh-huh.
This is who he is.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh.
Well, my surgeon was Dr. Smith.
Okay.
The same surgeon who did...
Well, so you just doxed your surgeon there, I guess. Based on your own logic, because like I have to admit, I didn't know who her surgeon was. Because, like, well, like I said, I'm not overly interested in stuff like that. I don't go to the Reddits. I don't really go to, like, the Kiwi Farms or anything like that.
I met him, and we had that meeting. I explained to him everything. He explained to me the type of messages and things that he was receiving. It was people saying how I binged, and I lie. So not only...
Bad connection? Like, from my end? Bad connection? Like, oh, are we talking loading? Weird. Because I'm not getting any drop frames. I'm assuming there must be an issue with YouTube, then. Because I'm not getting anything here. Yeah, I've dropped 0 frames. I just checked OBS. Sorry, she's coming for me, guys. The footsteps they're growing louder.
Not only was I fighting for myself to get weight loss surgery, but I was fighting against hundreds of people because of a careless reaction channel.
No, you weren't.
I was pissed. I was hurt.
Okay, remember what I said earlier on about 1,000 trolls? You know, that thing. I don't know what reaction channel she's talking about. So like, the reaction channel, was it like, I don't know, like Zachary Michael? Let's say Zachary Michael, okay? He's like the biggest reaction channel for Amber. He's like, what, 40,000 views per video? We're going to say something like that. I haven't looked for a while. So like 40,000 views per video for Zachary Michael. Okay, so you're expecting me then to say, out of the 40,000 people who watched Zachary Michael, hundreds of just the Zachary Michael viewers all decided specifically, so like hundreds of just that limited quantity, all decided to go after your surgeon. And that's me saying the biggest one. If it was like a relatively small one or something like that, you're pretty much going to pretend. She's talking about Narc Alert? Okay. I've never watched Narc Alert. How many viewers does Narc Alert get? Okay, one more second. I've got an old page open here. So, Narc Alert. Okay. Narc Alert. The Narc Alert. Okay. The Narc Alert. Their videos get like good views. Their videos get like 5K views, 6K views, 9K, 7K, 2K, 6K, okay. Live streams, 3K, 1K, 2K, 10K, 3K, 1K, 5K. So, like, you know, like, okay numbers, you know? Like, they're you know, a bit higher than me in the totem pole, I suppose, you know, okay? So, out of like, so Narc-alert, okay, Narc-alert did a live stream. Amber Lynn is losing her hair, 5,400 views. So what are we saying? 10%, 1 in 10 of her audience all decided to just go like, yeah, you know what, we're going to contact. After Narc-alert said the name of the surgeon, apparently, 1 in 10 of her viewers decided to do that. When like earlier on we were talking about like what, 1 in 1,000 people, maybe, and that's being generous, might be the one who did it. Oh yes, Narc-alert was the one with the sympathy bone. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, I can't find my sympathy bone. You're exactly right. Okay, so like, what? So like, not the biggest reactor in the entire world said it, you know, but like apparently like a good chunk of the audience all decided. I don't buy it. I don't.
Because it's like, react to me all day. Go for it. I really don't care at this point. But stop getting...
Bro, earlier on you had to do this big song and dance about how thick your skin is growing and how you have to avoid certain parts of YouTube because you're so fucking triggered. Then you have to say that you like your mama solely because he stands up to the reaction channels for you. But you don't care about reaction channels reacting to you. Fucking 100%, bro.
In the fucking way of my life.
Fucking way of my life?
Got in the way of my life.
Aye.
So once the surgeon heard about all this and heard my side of the story, that is when things were...
And heard your side of the story? What side of the story? What's the side of the story? I'm sure he, like, apparently knew of you. Did she say he was, like, the surgeon for Tommy Slayton? You're not a person who's, like, way more, like, famous than Amber Lynn? Like, way more famous. So probably has way more trolls and A-logs than Amber Lynn did. You know, I'm sure, like, if he worked with Tommy Slayton, then he probably worked with, like, TLC, because it was probably part of that show, right? The 1,000 Pound Sisters. I'm sure he probably was part of that show. And I'm sure TLC probably gets a lot more shit for, like, being exploitative to people and having, like, weird things like that than, like, than Amber, who gets, like, 50,000 views per video. You know, I'm sure more than 50,000 people watch TLC programming, and I'm sure, like, out of the potentially millions of people who watch the TLC programming, a much larger percentage probably think it's fucking weird, you know?
And he was like, you know what, a year is way too long. He explained to me that they've never been in this type of situation where, like, someone who was well-known gets doxed, and now he's...
You literally just said he was Tommy Slayton's surgeon, didn't she? Am I tripping balls? Didn't she just say he was Tommy Slayton's one? We've never had a big... Amber, you're just too famous. You're just, like, I know Tommy Slayton has, like, an entire TV show to herself, but you, Amber, you're just too famous with your 50,000 views per video.
He's receiving all of these messages and calls and stuff. Like, not only, like, was that not fair to me, but it wasn't fair to them as professionals. Like,
you give a fuck about them. Like, you give a fuck about them, bro.
They had to deal with all of these messages. That's not fair to them.
All of these, how many messages? How many? How many messages? Okay, so they're being, like, criminally harassed now, in her opinion. How many court cases are currently ongoing right now? How many police reports? Do you want to point me to any of the police reports? Because I'm sure if this professional company was being inundated so much that they had to change their policy just for Amber, I'm pretty sure they probably would have called the police, you know? Against these hundreds, if not thousands of people. Bad signal. I'm assuming it is on YouTube's end, unfortunately, because I have no drop frames here and I have all green on my connection. Sorry about that. I think it must have been a YouTube issue here. But yeah, like, I'm sorry. Like, so they have a more famous client already, in her own words, like Tommy Slayton or Amy Slayton, or which one it was. This guy apparently is, like, working with the TLC. I'm assuming if he's like the surgeon of, like, Amy or Tommy Slayton or whatever the fuck. But like, they're being attacked by hundreds, if not thousands, of trolls, and I'm assuming they just give in and said, oh no, Amber, we'll give you the surgery faster just to get rid of you so we can stop being harassed, instead of what? Phoning the police, I guess? It's like, what?
Speak on this. I also want to thank Zachary Michael because he knew about all of this. I actually told him in private. I didn't give him, like, the rundown. I didn't give him every tiny detail, but he knew.
Why are you reaching out to, like, if you're trying to avoid the drama and say, I literally can't even go to my comment section, why are you, like, personally reaching out to reaction channels to tell them, like, what was that conversation? Hi, Zach, just letting you know, my surgeon's doctor now, or whatever the fuck it was. It's like, okay, thanks. Like, what was that conversation? Like, why would you just randomly reach out to your reaction channel? It's why I've always said, like, very bluntly,
People always said, what would you say to Boogie if he ever reached out to you? And I said, I wouldn't talk to him, because why would I talk to like a fucking weird narcissistic person? Like, I don't know. Like, I have to admit, if Amber like ever contacted me, I just wouldn't engage. I don't know if Zach did. Maybe Zach just totally fucking ignored her or something like that. But like, why would you just randomly reach out to him? I thought she had him blocked. I remember her like previously having a meltdown about him, how he was like her favorite reaction channel. But then like he did something to upset her, and she like fell out with him and said, I blocked him. I don't even like him anymore. And then she moved on to like, was it Oh Lord It's Jordy or Alex's Shook was her favorite for a little while, until it then changed to be Yo Mama.
Who my surgeon was. I went back to try to find the DMs, but I don't know, a lot of DMs were deleted. I don't know if it was because of him or because I had him blocked at one point. It's a mess. I do be blocking, I'm not gonna lie. But just out of respect, I'm not gonna share our DMs because I feel
okay. Well, you can't share your DMs. You just said they were deleted. So are you gonna share the DMs that they're deleted? Just out of respect, I won't share the DMs that were deleted. It's like, what? Do you have a Wayback Machine for your DMs or something like that? That doesn't really make sense. Look at her looking through this side here. Because even she's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know how real this is, but like, okay, bro. I guess. Cool. Like, Zach shared the DMs. I'll have to check it out. Like, Zach said she was cussing about the DMs. Well, it makes sense. Like, she's like a terrible person, I guess. Yeah, okay, cool. You randomly DM'd him. I don't really DM or anything like that. Like, I don't know where she DM'd him. I think it's probably on Instagram. I know she does most of her like work through Instagram. And I don't have an Instagram, as people know, so I don't know how the DMs work on Instagram. Like, I know on Twitter, like the DMs all like stay there. I don't know if you can delete them. But like Instagram, I don't know. Maybe she deleted them. Maybe he deleted them. I don't know if he could delete her messages. I don't think it's possible that he could delete her messages, if that's what she's implying. I have no idea.
I feel like that's low life.
Also, when you block and unblock, it clears the DMs. Okay, so she would have no DMs to share then whatsoever.
I know reaction channels love to share DMs. It's like their go-to. It's like, oh, Amberlynn messaged me. Let me show you. It's like, for real now? Come on. But yeah, Zachary.
Then why would you message them? If you know that's going to be the reaction, then why would you message them? You know, Zach had all the messages, so she's lying. Well, Megan, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I thought she was being honest with us here. If you know that reaction channels are all terrible people and all like purposely share the DMs, why would you DM one? That doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that?
Michael knew, and he didn't say a word.
Because she loves attention drama. Yeah.
And in his reactions, he acted like he had no idea. And I feel like a lot of people might ask this. No, that's not the reason why I didn't end up getting weight loss surgery, because I was still going through with it. Like, Dr.
Well, no, apparently you were getting weight loss surgery extra early. Apparently the trolls actually helped you and actually got your weight loss surgery pushed forward. So I guess you should thank those hundreds of apparently anon people who all forced you to get earlier weight loss surgery and potentially save your life even earlier. This is like a weird one to go for, to try and shit on like these like trolls who like, well, like I said, I don't believe fucking even exist. Like maybe like 2 people, like, but not hundreds upon hundreds. But apparently they helped you. Apparently they got you weight loss surgery earlier.
That is so freaking amazing. Like, he was so sweet, such a gentleman.
Yeah,
he was.
Then, exactly. Then what's the point? What's the point in this big song and dance about like, I told you guys I'd have to talk about this, but not yet. I had to wait. It's just like, so it didn't make a difference. None of it mattered. It's not the reason why you didn't get weight loss surgery.
For me, through and through. Like, I wish more than anything, if I ever...
The way we get through 3 videos, we are. This is the longest one. The other 2 are like 10 minutes each.
Surgery again, that he will be the surgeon, because it's just like, he is incredible. I ultimately...
Are you very tired of the weight loss surgery arc? It somehow manages to keep getting worse and more worse. I pretty much came into Amberlynn during the weight loss surgery arc, and I came out hard and pretty much just said I didn't believe that she was like in contact with it. I said I thought the whole thing was made up, that it wasn't real in any way whatsoever, and she had never contacted anyone. People obviously disagree with me because like, apparently she'd been seen in like some seminar or something like that. But I came out hard and said I didn't believe it. So apparently it is real. You know, that she at least talked to someone. Do I believe that she went through all of this, having personal meetings with a surgeon who wanted her side of the story as to why people were like messaging him, even though like I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have known about her, because I'm pretty sure Amberlynn introduced herself as, hi, I'm Amberlynn, the most famous YouTuber ever exists. I'm pretty sure he probably would have fucking known about her, especially because she claimed that like her dietitian and therapist and all watched her videos. So I don't know how the surgeon wouldn't know about her and know about the hate community to do with her, because obviously that would be part of the whole drama, you know?
I did not get weight loss surgery because I didn't feel ready. I didn't. I genuinely didn't. I didn't feel like I had the support that I needed, because me and my ex, my now ex...
How come you've named her like 6 times throughout this. How come you're suddenly not naming her?
We were just going through a lot at the time, and It was super expensive, like $35,000. Like, it was just like a lot of different...
But you said you had the money saved up. I remember you specifically doing that. I'm budget lit. You guys think I can't afford... I remember her specifically doing that. So suddenly now the money was an issue?
Things that were causing me to be like, this is not the right choice right now.
And most of them probably were pizza related. If we're all being honest with ourselves, most of them were probably pizza or pie related.
So the next question kind of goes...
And I thought Feline was the best, most supportive partner ever. She literally said earlier on that her favorite and best ever girlfriend was Feline earlier on in this, but now she couldn't get weight loss surgery because of Feline. So how the fuck is she the best partner ever if she costs you weight loss surgery?
What we were just talking about, is weight loss surgery something you will try again? So right now...
Yes, in probably October, probably the end of October, start of November time, I'll probably start talking about it again. Ad revenue? What's that? I have no idea what that means.
The answer is no, but will it always be no? I really don't know, but right now that's not like in the cards for me, honestly.
Fantastic.
So the last question is, what's your ideal sexual fantasy?
Do you want to just, can we end this? Do we want to end the video here? There's only 40 seconds left, 40 seconds left. Do you want to just end it? Do you want to, can we end it here? Val said stop. Dip, 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 dip. End it. No, we're done. What the fuck? No, we're going in.
Yeah. Put my panties in my mouth.
Your mouth isn't that big. Oh my god. Sounds like Sal's your ideal fucking partner.
Oh boy.
Oh, how much rope would you need to fucking tie her up? Jesus Christ. She'd be like a fucking spit roast.
Do whatever you want to me because I'm tied up. So
wow.
There's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, you guys, this was a long Q&A. Like...
That was something. I love... Why would you save that one to last? Why would we save that one to last? We went through like all the other shit. We went through how often do you listen to music. And she saved what's your fucking kinky fantasy and stick my panties in my mouth. Like, come on. My fucking panties have probably been dripping in because I can't wipe.
Oh my god, it's literally been an hour for me. I have to edit down like crazy.
Too bad, Val. I'm driving this bus. Sperm everywhere.
This Q&A, I just wanted to give you guys something a little more
beautiful
substance. I feel like
I'm
this
sweating.
has substance, or at least I hope.
It feels like it had substance. I'm actually sweating. I'm actually like genuinely sweating. They get to even feed her panties. I don't know if that's how feeders work, but what? Yeah, might as well.
I hope so. To me, it did.
Wow.
I love you guys. I have a lot of editing to do.
Wow, fantastic. You have to edit out all the fucking awkward pauses because there were so many jump cuts there. Was it good for you? Oh my god. I need to take up smoking again after that one. Panties are the same amount of inches as her height. I'm not even being me. Yeah. Did it? What? Actually, yeah, I could believe it. So you could use it as excuse to drink after all later tonight, of course. That's the thing. Once I'm done being fucking designated driver, I'm fucking popping open a buzzball. I'll stick it on the community tab what it tastes like. Oh my Christ. Oh, do you know what? We're going on to the next one, guys. 1 second. Oh, god damn. Oh, this one makes me sweat. Okay. It's called I Lied to You from the 18th of March. I'll put it back up on screen here. There she is. Our beautiful girl doing her fucking Vogue pose. Do you know what? You know I said we need a bit of emo Lynn? We kind of have a bit. Like, these are kind of emo-y, you know, the white and black stripes. It's a bit Shiorine novella, if anyone knows Hololive English's Advent. Kind of that, isn't it there? Thank Lucifer. Thank Lucifer for it. Get out of the pot? No. God, never ever. Oh, that was beautiful. I enjoyed that so much. Don't duck lips me. Oh, look at her. Look at her. The sultry minx. No diamonds today. We still got glitter. This is probably going to be a recurring character for the next 4 episodes now. Half emo, half 80s Valley Girl. I don't know what 80s Valley Girl looks like, so yeah, sorry, I can't comment on that whatsoever. I don't like the green nails. The green nails look like they've grown out quite a bit, so it looks like we're probably about time we should be chucking them. But I don't like the green nails. I don't like just the solid colors. How dare you insult my emo culture like this? I'm going to insult it even harder. Shireen Novella here.
Oh, I'm filming. I thought I was taking a picture. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow, okay, I believe you.
Okay, guys, so I got back from a friend's house like 30 minutes ago. I heard her to McDonald's.
Francis, you were at your mom's house. Is your mom your friend now? Has your mom been downgraded? I know your mom's house. 1.25 speed, let's go.
McDonald's. I actually drank tonight.
Oh my
which
god!
I haven't drank in like over a month, so...
Oh, she's so bad at everything. She hasn't drank in over a month. Oh, actually, no. Do you know what? Never mind. I remembered. She pretended she was drinking only last time during her friend's visit. I forgot about the friend's visit. I take it all back, Amber.
Took some shots of tequila. It was a really good night. I genuinely enjoyed myself.
Tequila is like the one thing, and I drink whiskey. Tequila is the one thing that'll guarantee I fucking throw up. I don't know why. It doesn't matter if I am drinking like fine. Like I'm not even buzzing. If I drink tequila, I know I'm going to throw the fuck up. McCrafter, have a good night. Have fun.
But I am home now. I didn't vlog.
So drinking is her personality now. Pretending to be at friends' houses and drinking, that's her personality in this video.
At all today. Actually didn't vlog really anything today. Earlier I hung out with my mom.
And then I hung out with my friend, who's my mom.
Did some shopping. Went and visited my grandma again, who is recovering really well from surgery. Wow. And after all of that, went to my friend's house. Yeah, it was a really good day today. And
wow. So you went to mom's, and then shopping, and then granny's, and then friend's house. What time are we on right now? Because it seems you actually did a lot that day, and I don't believe you.
Really good night. I hope that you guys are having a great one as well. And I want to show you guys. You guys remember I did my diamonds right here in my last vlog? Well, today I did them there. I think they're so cute.
Wow. You're so interesting because you put your diamonds in a slightly different place today.
Ooh, I just really wanted to try something different. Oh, and by the way,
whiskey's
my nails
great.
are wearing out so much.
Yep, I noticed.
And the matte green, it's not looking good. I should have got them done today.
Is it a bit too Kermity?
I have my color picked out. I'm actually super excited. I
can't wait.
Hope that they have the color. Fingers are crossed.
I can't wait to see what color it is because I doubt it's like you know why there's that black that is like the blackest black that ever exists and like it's been copyrighted. Like the exact mixture is like the blackest black that ever exists. It looks like a null space. It is so dark. And it's like copyrighted. So like only like one company in the world makes it. I doubt it's that. It's a fucking color, bro. And yeah, I remember Karina Kaboom mentioning about the fucking green nails thing. Fanta Black, is that what it's called? I remember it being like, you know, like only one company pretty much, you know? So it's not like that.
Last night I took off all the nails.
Bro, the fuck? Gross. I don't know. Like, maybe like I didn't expect them to look good under all that shit. Like, but I thought maybe give them a scrub or a good clean because it looks like I know it's probably glue or something like that, but it looks like your cuticles growing all the way fucking down to the rim.
They be looking rough.
Whoa!
But I'm actually about to go get them done.
How did you take them off? Did you use a grinder? What the fuck? That's acid primer damage? Oh, okay. Jesus. How is she going to stick anything to it? They look like a rough... You might as well just, like, sand them down and start anew. You're not supposed to do it yourself. You want to have it done at a saloon. Saloon? Did I say saloon? See the way this is called a few carbs more? I definitely have Westerns on the brain if I just called that a fucking saloon instead of a salon.
God. Okay, so we have Birdie there, but here are the nails.
A chrome?
I got them done. I have bingo dauber on my hand. Sorry about that.
I'm amazed you didn't try and pretend that's your girlfriend's fucking lipstick or something like that.
I really wanted like a chrome silver.
Witness me! No?
Isn't that so pretty?
We're not even going to witness me? You're terrible.
How they did it, actually.
I shocked at how they did it. They put them on Wolverine realness.
They did 2 layers of just like black nail polish, and then they had this like powder. It was like this glittery.
They probably needed 2 layers just to cover up all the shite you had underneath your nails because you damaged them.
Silver powder, and they put it on a sponge.
She always gets the ugliest nails. Well, like I said, it's kind of like the hair. You know why I said the hair can't get fat? Like her new personality is nails because nails can't get fat. You know, sperm everywhere on the nails. I don't think so. Like it's a bit too. Like, maybe it's Terminator sperm. Maybe it's fucking Salah sperm.
Just put it on my nails. It was honestly super fat.
Mr. Snowflake compared him to the villain in the Superman movie. So accurate. The villain in the Superman movie? Like, Zod? Like, did Zod have silver nails? What other ones? What other villains were there? There was a Nuclear Man. I remember that. Well, whiskey's my favorite. It really just depends. I do like a Bushmills. Like Bushmills, like probably a 10-year. I have some expensive Bushmills, but I don't actually know if like unless like I eventually do get married, maybe I'll crack them open for that. But I have like some like bottles that are worth like a couple £100, and I just got like I have them, and I look at them occasionally, and I go like, what the fuck am I going to do with you? Like, I could sell them because they're pretty rare now, obviously, because they were like a limited batch. And I could sell them if I wanted to, but I kind of don't want to. Nuclear Man. Oh, okay, fantastic. But like, I don't know, maybe if I get married, I'll fucking crack them open and see what like fucking £300 whiskey tastes like, I guess. Scissor hands? I mean, lesbian jokes came to my head immediately. Fucking don't give me material like that. My boyfriend found out his Jameson is worth about £600 and he cracked into it. See, like, if I found out it was worth £600, that would be like a reason I don't crack into it. I'd be like, you know what? I'll leave that there. Wait another 40 years and reap the benefit? Probably. Yeah, so like even when I was traveling, like it was like an airport exclusive Bushmills. I think it was a 10-year. It was pretty cheap, especially for like a 10-year. £300 whiskey, £600 whiskey for a £600 girl. And it was pretty cheap, and it was like an airport exclusive one. I think it was like a sherry cask finish. So I'm probably gonna crack that one open probably next time I have some people around. Just for like, I don't know, a bit of a taste test. But I got that one because I was going through duty free. And then like I would have got more whiskey because I intended to get more whiskey when I was in Japan because I like Japanese whiskey because I do like a hibiki. But I didn't end up getting any Japanese whiskey because Hololive had like a special like crossover drinks. So Noelle, one of the talents, had a gin and tonic, and Pecora had a plum wine, and you could only bring back 3 bottles. So I got like a gin and tonic and a plum wine, so I could get the whole life stuff. So unfortunately, I have my one whiskey and those 2. So next time I go back to Japan, hopefully there won't be any more whole life stuff, and I'll just get lots of whiskey. Would I ever drink scotch? Yeah, they wouldn't bother me. Scotch, bourbon, anything like that. That's all fine. Think about it like a digital knife and just leave it in a game you don't play. A digital fuck up. How do you remember these things about me? That's terrible. Rince is referring to and it's not a digital knife, it's several digital knives. In Counter-Strike Global Offensive, before number 2 came out, I have like 2 like very rare knives that are worth like hundreds of pounds, and I haven't I just have them. I haven't played Counter-Strike in years, and I have these knives that are worth like hundreds of pounds just kind of sitting there. And I haven't done anything with them, and I probably should sell them, but I'm like, but I might play it again in the future, so I don't know. Well, what's the next anime convention meetup? Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea when the next time I'm going to an anime convention is. Probably Hololive next year. That's probably going to be my next time I go to like anything anime related again.
Fascinating.
It really, yeah, at least it blew my mind. I was like, how the fuck do you remember that detail?
And I decided to do a different shape instead of like the square. I decided to do a little bit of
a bottle of scotch. I bought a can of scotch and water from a vending machine. Is that the soda water ones, like the highballs, like whiskey and like soda water? I think those are the highballs. Japan, they really like them, and you can get them really cheap. Like Izakaya I was at, it was like 110 yen, I think it was, which is like, was it 110 or was it 150? It was under £1, I think, for like a whiskey highball. It was like cheap whiskey, but fucking whatever.
Of a stiletto shape.
You collect swords? That's a fucking good enough hobby.
Okay, guys, so I'm about to take my hair down. I want to show you guys just how much better it looks and feels.
I don't like the top, because you do look like a couch. But, like, why would it be any different than last video? Unless she's got to cut again.
In my opinion, because of all the changes I've made towards it. But I want to show you a clip that I recently filmed that you guys saw in the vlog.
Michelle, you should. It's good.
Hair down and how crazy it looked.
Hello for a little voiceover moment. I'm not going to lie to you. When I watch this clip back, I'm like, damn. I miss my super long hair, but I know that if I take care of it now...
Why do you miss your super long hair? If you never did anything with it that was in any way, like, interesting, you just kind of let it limply flop down on you. Like I said, it's her personality. My hair is my personality because hair can't get fat.
Keep the split ends cut, stop at the heat. It's going to grow back. It'll be okay. But look at that.
Okay, so now that you've seen that...
Ugh.
I literally wore my hair in the same way.
We saw it.
Besides, it is just a little higher.
We saw it.
But look at how pretty. I know, I'm literally calling my hair pretty. Yeah, I am.
You always do though. But it looks a bit better, I guess. Yeah, but it's still not like good. You know, like I don't know how much more should we be taking off. Like I said, I don't like that it's the under the tit look. How much more should we be taking off before it gets like healthy looking? Like, I don't want to be a dick when I say like I'm looking like here. Like here, I'm looking like here, you know, like nose level for like, it looks like it's probably good from that point onwards. Am I wrong? Girls in chat, you guys know, like my hair is like fucking, well, it's currently a mullet as we discussed earlier on. So my hair is like here and here right now. It's about 12 inches. You're talking to a guy. That could mean a lot of things.
Like I am
about 10 inches. About 10 inches. So we're talking about here or something like that then?
I did this. I did that.
Oh my god. Did you?
Such a blunt cut. It's not even. It's not even because my head was tilted just a little bit like.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. How dare people criticize you because you're perfect and with a random pair of scissors you found in your fucking kitchen, you cut her. The only reason it didn't look even is because I had my head tilted slightly. Oh fuck
a way off.
This in the clip where I showed it to you guys. It's definitely even. My hair's just not tilted now.
Are you? Well, it's not. Well, you just said it's not tilted now, and it's not even.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, that's such a blunt cut."
Like, it's not even. Look, that's longer than that.
But yes, that is.
Did we just hit rewind?
Actually,
rewind. I spoke like fucking Scooby Doo there.
What I prefer. I love the look of it being super blunt like this, but then when you put it in the back, it kind of has like a shape to it that I really like. So
wow.
I'm gonna show you guys like what it looks like.
I love that she is even like complimenting her own pick a jaw, pick a chin. She is even picking it's like talking about like her hairdressing skills. Like her hairdressing skills are top notch. Like, bro, why are you good at everything? Why do you think you're amazing at everything you do? Dieting, you're 600 pounds. Being motivation, you're you. Being like a good person and funny and quirky, everyone dislikes you. Being a hairdresser looks like shit.
Like from the back, so you understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, I can't wait to see you from the back.
So, can you see it?
Oh my god, I feel like a guy from a laundromat. It looks like shit, I guess. I guess. It looks really thin and scraggly, you know? It doesn't look that great. Hello, LaFlayard, how are you?
I hope so.
Some bacon rolls, fantastic. Don't say it too loud or Amber's going to be coming.
It lays, but if you know me,
like shit.
You'll never see me like that in person. My hair is always like this.
Yeah, because you think it makes you interesting.
This is here, and then this side is usually in the back, tucked back like that.
Wow.
It's very rare that all my hair is even in the back anyways. But yeah,
wow.
I think I did a really good job on cutting it. I went from using Tresemme to now I'm using L'Oreal, which L'Oreal.
Oh my god.
Thank you. You've changed.
It hasn't. She is like that type of person who like changes her toothpaste and thinks her life is just fucking different. Like, bro, it's just shampoo.
My life. And I also have been using this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum.
Wow.
I add a lot.
It hasn't been working because your hair's frizzy as fuck.
And I love it. Usually in the past, like when I would go to sleep, I would just not really care about my hair.
Imagine being this obsessed with yourself. Exactly, Maya. It's just like, you're like, how many videos now have we had about her hair? How many segments have we had about her hair? And after all the segments, her hair still looks this shit. Like, if someone talked to me this long about going to the gym, I would expect their biceps to be bigger than Hulk Hogan's. Like, I would expect them to be like a triathlon Olympian fucking gold medalist or something like that at this point. If someone went to the gym as much as she talks about her fucking hair, and her hair looks like this after all of this fucking gushing. It's like her dieting. It's like how non-stop talk about her dieting, still 600 pounds. It's like, how are you so shit about something you're so obsessed with? If I fucking put this much effort into, I don't know, learning to paint, I think I would be able to like be like fucking Van Gogh.
Let it do its thing. But now I like purposely put it in a nice sculpted bun.
Wow.
So that has helped a lot as well. Minus the hair cutting, which I feel like was a big hair transformation for me because
it wasn't at all. Like, she literally cut off like fucking like 3 inches or something like that. Like 3 fucking inches, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's 3 guy inches. I have no idea. But like, it was like a couple of fucking inches, bro. Drum Shovel, Irish gin is nice. Do you drink gin? With a mixer? No, I don't drink gin. I only got the Whole Life one because it was a Whole Life one. Because I guess I'm a Whole Life fanboy nowadays. Guy inches, it's a guy inch. Guys in chat understand what a guy inch is. Girls in chat probably more so understand what a guy inch is.
I cut a lot. Like, my hair was like down here.
Was it? Yeah, that's well, okay. That's about 3 inches.
A lot. I would say the next best thing that I did for my hair is the fact that I haven't used any heat on it at all.
Wow.
I'm very proud.
I've heard you say this.
It's happening quicker than I thought it was gonna. Okay, you guys. So
hi,
this whole
welcome
thing
back.
with, like, my surgeon and the reaction channel doxing him. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Well, you randomly just accused someone of doxing someone by making up a dox after you doxed him. If her logic of saying that this guy is a surgeon and apparently he is publicly a surgeon on a TV program or some bullshit like that, I don't think that you could possibly dox him unless you say this is his home address and these are his kids or something like insane shit like that. And obviously if people did something like that, I would be very strongly opposed to that and I would condemn it entirely. But like, if it's literally just people saying this is her surgeon, that's not doxing him. So like, yeah, that's probably why it's taken seriously.
I genuinely thought people weren't really gonna care because I feel like that's usually what happens.
I didn't think people would care when I accused people of doxing someone. What?
Like, I share something that is like really big to me and a lot of people make it really small.
Oh
but
my
a lot
god.
Of people have been like, wow, that was wrong. I've also received
That's not where I expected the
conversation to go. I expected it to be exactly the opposite. Whereas, because she was expecting, because like obviously it's like, well, usually I share things about myself and you guys make it really small because we're all mean. We dehumanize her and we, what was it? Oh God, what does she say? She used to say something all the time. We're invalidated. Is that what she used to say? We invalidated her experiences or some bullshit like that all the time, over and over and over again. But I expected it to be the other way. I was expecting her to be like, whoa, I didn't think people would be like, come at me this hard. No, apparently everyone's like on her side. I haven't seen a single person in chat here being like, you know what? It actually is true. You are definitely doxing him by saying he exists.
A lot of people asking me a few questions about the situation, so I figured I would answer them for you guys. So
if I suddenly came out here and said, I am the top weight loss surgeon in Northern Ireland, and you guys searched up top weight loss surgeon in Northern Ireland, and it's a picture of a fucking man with a potato for a head, and you're suddenly like, oh, that's probably Gorlworld Ireland. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, are you guys doxing me? Like, no. If I walked outside and took a picture of my house with my street address on it, and then someone's like, hey, I think he lives there, I would be like, oh my God, are you guys doxing me? I'm literally showing the information. That's not doxing.
The first one being is, why did you lie about your surgeon? Because a lot of people
went
back and they were
I think the first question was, why did you lie about your surgeon being doxed?
Wait, I thought your surgeon was in a different state. Wait, I thought your surgeon was a female. I'm confused. So yeah, I did lie. I did lie about who my surgeon was. I lied about where they were, and it's because I wanted to steer Narc Alert. I wanted to steer Kicking Geese, which are the two reaction channels who did.
I don't know who that is.
But it was first Narc Alert.
Kicking Geese? Have I heard of Kicking Geese?
Sorry, one second. I'll start to who that is. Because I know I've heard of Narc Alert before. Kicking Geese. Kicking Geese. I can't even spell Kicking Geese. Holy fuck. Kicking Geese. Well, their first video was, I'm done reacting to Amber Lynn. I'm done reacting to Amber. Okay. So I guess you don't have to worry about Kicking Geese anymore. Well, they have like 50k views, subscribers. Yeah, they don't. 3,000, 5,000, 3,000. Okay, so they're not like Zachary. They're not like getting 40,000 views per video either. So even if you put the two of them together, it's not like they've got like 42,000 people. Like, okay, so wait. So apparently these two people worked out for sure. Apparently because one of them pretended to be getting weight loss surgery and found out exactly because you'd shown the email and they matched the email, so they found out 100% who it was and they knew who it was. So you decided to lie about who your surgeon was to steer them away from it, even though apparently they're the ones who found it out and knew exactly who it was. So how would it change if they knew exactly who it was? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, I know I'm dumb, but like, come on. Letta131, thank you very much. Shadow LR, always so successful in failure, such a joke. Exactly, thank you very much for Super Chat, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's just like, it doesn't even make sense. These people know exactly who my surgeon is, so I lied to try and steer them wrong, even though they had already apparently convinced hundreds upon hundreds of trolls to go after my surgeon. So where does that make sense?
And then Kicking Geese decided to do that as well. And in several live streams, she would pull up, his seminar, pull up his name, and say that this is Amber Lynn's surgeon. Like, it wasn't...
So apparently you were lying, and your lies just didn't work in any way. How come your diamonds are back in the place they were last time? Didn't she make a big song and dance that her diamonds had moved to here for this video? But suddenly her diamonds are back where they were yesterday. So did she just go and change clothes and film this like immediately after her last one? Because this was filmed on the same day, because the diamonds are in the same place. They've moved back again. Did anyone notice that? So yeah, this was filmed immediately after her last Q&A. So she's just like, alright, well, obviously she's making up the reaction of why everyone was on her side. So yes, clearly she filmed this like straight after the last one. Like, because like obviously she's like making up the reaction. Like, okay, so you lied about your surgeon to steer them wrong, even though all the time they constantly were still saying who it was, so it didn't make sense. What diamonds? These be things here. These are things that are diamonds she decorates her eyes with. So like your lie didn't work whatsoever for the one person you were trying to steer wrong. What?
Just one life.
Kicking Geese was just asking why she was still drinking soda and using straws, really? Probably. like I said, I've never seen them. I hadn't heard of them before. So like, I don't stop doxing her timeline. I'm doxing her diamonds, guys. I'm going hard. You're joking. Sorry about that. I'm stupid tonight. Sorry. God, I just noticed the time. I don't have much longer. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you keep going?
Stream where they did this, it was multiple and multiple. I wanted to steer people away from my personal medical information.
And why did you dox him? Based on your logic. Where's Goober? Goober's lying sleeping on the couch. It is nearly 11 o'clock at night, so she's just lying sleeping on the couch. So you showed the emails that allowed Kicking Geese and Narcoler to find out who your surgeon was, but you were trying to keep all of the personal information offline, including lying after you'd already doxed them to try and hide who it was. I don't think she knows what keeping details offline is.
And life, because I don't think that's...
Do you think she did this deliberately so like months later she would have content? Do you think that's it? She's been waiting for like a dry spell, you know? Your medical information is private. It's private until you release it online and show it online and show your emails online.
Anyone's business, honestly. So I was trying to protect myself. So I stated multiple times that my surgeon was female.
Have a good one, Julie.
In a different state than where I was actually living. I only ever did that because I was scared since I knew that he was doxxed. I wanted to do everything in my power for people to not believe that Dr. Smith was my surgeon because I did not want the surgery ruined for me because at the time it was everything. Like I wanted this.
But apparently they didn't ruin it. Apparently they actually made the surgery happen. Apparently they're actually the saviors of the surgery because there's no way you would have lasted 1 year without a binge.
Surgery more than I ever wanted anything. And I went through a lot in that era, like constant tests, and it was stressful. It was a lot of money. But at that time, that is what I wanted and what I needed. And I didn't want anyone to ruin it.
One of her reasons why she dropped out of it was because it was expensive. It's like sunk cost fallacy. By that point, wouldn't you have just kept going if you'd already spent all that money on all this tests? Like I said, I believe, okay, nowadays, maybe she went to a couple seminars or something like that, but I do not believe she went nearly as far into the process as she claimed she did. I don't even believe she saw a psychologist to diagnose her with all this shit. Do you leave Goober at home when you go and get your girlfriend? Oh yeah, 100%. I could take her in the car, I guess, but it's going to be more than like my girlfriend in the car, like, so I could stick her in the boot, but I don't like sticking her in the boot. Usually she's in the backseat because she's got like a little harness thing you can put on her so you can like kind of like strap her in because it like connects with the seatbelt. So usually she stays in the backseat and that's where she's happy. So I don't really like putting her in the boot and it's like that. But no, she's fine. She stays in work like at home by herself when I'm work. Well, not by herself. She has Chonker and Squeaker obviously, but no, she's absolutely fine. She loves being by herself.
For me because I
do have cameras in, so I have cameras inside the house just to keep an eye on her though. So every once in a while I get a motion detector. She'll just kind of just dandering around. Most of the time she just stays on her couch.
That's what was happening, and that goes into the next question of why didn't you tell us about Narcoler doxing your surgeon way sooner than this? Like why didn't you tell us while it was happening? Because if I did that,
because my view count was higher back then,
I would have confirmed who my surgeon was, and I didn't want anyone to know. And I'm not gonna lie to you,
but apparently hundreds, if not thousands of people had already contacted him by this point. Like, how many haters do you think you have?
This isn't the first time I have had issues with the Narcoler, and I didn't...
Do you think ALR would survive being a part of the human centipede? If she was the front part, probably. She'd probably be pretty okay with that. Sala would probably be okay being, like, the second part.
Say anything about it. Like another really good example of that is like a lot of people think that I go on Reddit and like I get my subreddits taken down.
I bet you do.
Have never in my life done that. I'm telling you. Like,
I have.
Hand to the universe, hand to everything that I love. I have never done.
Okay, I have heard like so many lolcows like claim this, and it's like I just don't buy it because like Reddit doesn't just randomly go through themselves and go like, I'm just gonna ban this. It bans it when people complain about it, and they usually only complain about it once someone big enough complains about it. So like, I don't buy it like whatsoever. I 100% think you probably do because you're a narcissist. You obviously check up on yourself so much so that we have like a part 2 of your Q&A when you said you weren't going to address anything, and you have to make up that everyone is on your side during this. So you obviously fucking do. You're obviously in it. Didn't she make up like a fake account where she was like a black guy or something like that, like a gay black man, and she was pretending to be like a gay black man in like a hater like nation like Facebook page or something like that, and she was trying to like misdirect them or something. I can't remember what it was, like Damon White. Thank you, Damon White, Uncle Sal. Thank you very much. It was that. So you do. You very obviously fucking do. And Boogie makes this claim all the time. Boogie always shows up suddenly with like an 18-year-old cam girl with a generic profile picture who always defends him, and it was always like a created just then, and they always defend him in the exact same terminology that he uses. And it's like, come on, Boogie, it's obviously fucking you. They all fucking do this. Also, I hate it. People who do, like, I swear to my family, Deborah, have a good night. Hope you have a good one. Take care. like, I swear to the universe, I swear to my granny or my granny's life or anything. I hate people when they say that because, like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I have literally seen someone do something. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, swear to God, I didn't do it. It's like, mate, I was standing beside you. I literally saw you do it. You know, like, so ever since, like, shit like that, I just can't stand it because it's just like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, if you're a bad person who is likely to do the bad things people are accusing you of, you're probably a bad enough person to swear in your granny's life as well.
Done that. I'm not a Reddit girly pop, and I truly don't care if people are on other websites talking about me on forums and things like that. Like, I don't care about that. Like, deep down, I don't. But the Nargler actually...
Foodie Beauty did do it, yeah. Didn't Foodie Beauty do it? And then she changed that account to be her ASMR channel or something like that. And then people realized that this, like, channel that had been, like, praising her and telling her how incredible she was suddenly changed name to be her ASMR channel. It was incredible.
One of my subreddits taken down. She ended up bragging about it on her Discord, saying, like, I'm the one who got it taken down. And she was saying how, oh, everyone thinks it's Amber Lynn, but little do they know it was actually me. And I never said anything about it.
Do you ever see to this? Like, wouldn't this be like a perfect time to like have a screenshot pop up instead? Did she just claim Narcalert took down Amber Lynn? Why would Narcalert take down a subreddit like on Amber Lynn? Wouldn't that be like where Narcalert might get like information on Amber Lynn to use for videos? That doesn't make sense. That's like if I'm suddenly like, God, I want the Kiwi Farms to come down. You know? Wouldn't that be like weird? Like, I used to be like really heavy into the Kiwi Farms back during the Boogie thing. You know, I used to post on the Boogie thread on Kiwi Farms, you know? You missed the Boogie Super Chat? Which one was that? It was a bunch of different Boogie Super Chat ones I did. Like, so why would Narcalert take down, like the hater community that she was, like, a part of? That doesn't make sense. And especially go onto Reddit like a supervillain, you know? Oh, Reddit doesn't like her? Oh, okay, well, I guess that would make more sense. But why would she go into Discord like a supervillain, be like, ha ha ha, little do they realize it was actually me? I'm sure that, like, a screenshot of that would have got out, but maybe it did. Like I said, I don't know Narcal. I don't watch stuff. Maybe this is actually true. But the fact that Amber's one saying it doesn't make me think that it's real. What made you start being a reaction channel and making videos of ALR? Well, I started being like Boogie. It was back when I was like getting more into him. He had done like the Frank Hassel thing. His Frank Hassel like trial and all was over, and I came out and lied, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I remember that happening. It wasn't like that. And I got into Boogie that way, and then I kind of just like started watching more of like Matt at the Internet, like Josh on Kiwi Farms. He talked about Foodie Beauty, and I watched Foodie Beauty, and then I got into like Mr. Snowflake, and then it was Mr. Snowflake's videos on Amber Lynn that got me into Amber Lynn. I started reacting to her too.
About it because I personally don't want to put my energy into this woman. I don't like her. Her whole channel is very reflected around the fact that she thinks I'm a narcissist.
Okay.
While she is continuously showing narcissistic tendencies, like she can't even admit to them. While I'm over here where it's like, yeah, I do have my narcissistic tendencies. I am able to pinpoint them for you if you wanted me to. But for you to like dox my surgeon.
What she did? Well, we already covered that she didn't. Okay, so Amber doesn't like people like because like her suddenly being like, I'm okay with people with pointing out my narcissistic tendencies. She hasn't been. People call her narcissist all the time, and she has outright fucking denied that. But apparently she's like, her issue is people are judging her as a narcissist, but she is now judging that Narcalert is actually the narcissist. So she's doing what she complains and says other people do, which is just like silly. You know, it's just like, bro, if you can't have the double standard. If you don't like people calling you a narcissist, you probably shouldn't call someone else a narcissist, you know?
And like act like it's totally fine. Take down a whole ass subreddit, brag about it, and say, ha ha ha, everyone thinks it's Amber Lynn.
I love you actually make us like, did this happen? Like, you people in chat, you'll have to tell me. Did this happen? Did Narcalert take down a subreddit and then go into Discord like a mustache twirling villain? It's like, wah! Little do they realize it was actually me. I destroyed their subreddit. Was it actually that? Is there evidence of this literally anywhere apart from Amber Lynn saying it? Because, you know, Amber Lynn is incredibly trustworthy. I get that. But, like, I still would like to see it written down, so.
But little did they know it was actually me.
She did actually? Okay, never mind. Did she? Why would you go out and do that? Why would you go on Discord and be like, little do they know it was me? Why would you do that? Why would you admit to that? She did, but no one cares. I just find it so weird. I think it's just so funny that she actually did it. Oh my god. That's been the funniest thing so far out of all of these videos. Oh my god, that's great. Oh, 10 10 out of 10.
I'm getting constantly harassed. Oh my God, I
that's so funny.
Subreddit, like, how lame are you? Like, I can't.
Oh, that's great.
Personally. So while everyone thought it was me taking down the subreddit, it was actually this reaction channel. I honestly don't know why she got the subreddit taken down, but
that's so funny.
Her, probably because they said something about her. But regardless of the reason, it would have been
so just like you then, Amber. Just like you.
Very nice for her to like maybe make a video and say, y'all, it wasn't Amberlynn, it was actually me. But of course she's not gonna do that. And of course she's not gonna admit the wrong deal.
Why does her face suddenly go like that? It's like she had a mini stroke there. It's like she suddenly was caught in a lie. It's like she's so like I disbelieve her so much, even though people were saying it's true. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing here? Well, apparently she did. She's not gonna make a video and admit to it. Apparently she did. She went on Discord and admitted to it.
Of doxing the
like what?
She said she wants to blame her audience and she wants to blame Kicking Geese and everyone else around her. She even wants to blame me because I was sharing my.
I thought her and Kicking Geese were working together a second ago. Didn't she say her and Kicking Geese were the ones who did the doxing together? And now Narcolard's blaming Kicking Geese for something?
Me to get weight loss surgery on YouTube, and I purposely was being very, very aware of the fact that like people could figure out who it is. So I'm gonna make sure to say things that would steer them in a different direction. You
literally in the last video said they found it out because you showed the acceptance email and they were able to find it from the acceptance email. Also, wasn't she like constantly talking about like, this is like the best surgeon in like the state? Because she kept talking about like, because like, I know at one point, you know, during her lies, I guess, she kept saying, oh, it's out of state, I have to travel out of state. But then she kept talking about this state's medical insurance doesn't cover weight loss surgery, which wouldn't make sense if you had to travel to another state, because that would be that state's medical insurance. I don't know how American system work, but like, if you're the one saying that he's the top surgeon, he's worked on famous clients, I'm sure there's not that many of them. Didn't she say something as well? Like, he has like 2 robots. Robots probably sounds really stupid. He has 2 Salas hanging out in his office because he's like the best ever and he's the only surgeon in like the entire world who has 2 of these like weight loss surgery robots. Like, surely from that bit of information alone, you could have found out who he was.
And I know that is me lying, but I was doing it to protect my medical personal life. For those of you that are lying about this, I am very sorry because that is never my intention to hurt anybody. But I had to.
Well, I think half of this video so far has been trying to shit on Narcolert, so it feels like you're trying to hurt Narcolert.
Myself.
Trying to drive Narcolert to another heart attack. Oh, Amber, you big bitch.
That situation. And the reason why I'm talking about it now is because I finally feel comfortable. Like, I no longer see Dr. Smith. I don't live in Kentucky anymore. It's just at the time, I'm not going to sit there.
Okay, see, I remember her saying that since she had to move out of Kentucky first, and everyone was just like, oh, it's going to be like some like abuse thing or something like that, or something like the weight loss surgery could come after her for. Why does it matter that she's moved out of Kentucky? Like it's because like, that doesn't make a difference. Her saying, does Narcolert live in Kentucky? Was Narcolert going to show up and beat her up or something like that? Narcolert looks like a small little lady. I don't think she could beat up Amberlynn.
Talk about it, and that's the confirmation of, yeah, Dr. Smith is my surgeon. I couldn't do that. I wasn't going to do that. I was very, very upset about it for a very long time. And
Narcolert also said she contacted the weight loss clinic and took a seminar-like session there to learn more about the procedure, so that she knew more about it than Amber. Yeah, well, that's how he doesn't. That's probably not overly difficult. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of doxing, but like, I don't know if I consider that doxing, you know? It's like if like, I don't know, it's like if Amberlynn said, I have a brand new soft drink and I love this. Oh, it's a fizzy drink. Oh, it's so good. It's so nice. Sorry, I was doing my Chantel voice there. But it's like the best drink ever. And she's showing like the silhouette of it. And it had like a really distinctive silhouette. And I was walking through the supermarket the next day and I saw the drink and I showed up with the drink on camera. I was like, haha, it was actually this drink. And then I tasted it to say like what it tasted like as well to the audience because Amber was being vague about it. I'm not doxing the drink. It's like you give all the clues to allow me to find out what the drink was. Does that make sense? Or was that really stupid? I started talking about doxing a drink.
And yeah, I am actually still upset about it because it sucks that happened.
You're upset about fucking everything. Okay, Amber, if you don't want to be upset about it anymore, just remind yourself that you have BPD and instantly you won't be upset about it anymore. That's what you said works.
About the situation where it's like, I'm going to move on. Like, it is what it is. It happened. Now I'm ready to move on. Wow. But I did want to share the story with you guys because
you've talked about it in 2 straight videos. I've moved on. Okay.
Told you that I would. I do want to thank everyone for the support during this time and for people like who even really dislike me. They're like, I might dislike Amberlynn, but this is not right. Like, I appreciate,
Has anyone said that?
In that regard. I know no one's probably going to listen.
She's about us to avoid the Snowflake documentary about Crystal. Yeah, probably. Well, it's like, when was it? Because it was her big manic episode meltdown, gain weight. That was right after the Casey interview, wasn't it? Like, that's when she did that. So, like, yeah, she always just, like, times these. Like, she's, like I said, this is the Carb trilogy. Oh, sorry, the drama trilogy. So we're going on to the next one.
Listen to me, but just don't harass Narkler. Don't harass Kicking Geese. There's no reason.
Don't harass them. I'm just too nice for that, guys. I don't want anyone to be harassed. Even though I made 2 videos calling them out and saying how they ruined my life and how everyone's on my side. Okay.
To harass people, because that is like what I was going through, and it doesn't feel good. So I definitely don't want anyone else to experience that, because it's not a fun feeling. It happened. It sucked.
Thank you for watching. Okay, no problem. You're welcome. Yeah. It's not doxing. If you showed enough information that they were able to figure it out, like it's like I said with the Jade thing with Philly, that she doxed her, because like people can't just guess. Oh, we saw a wrist. I know who that woman is. She lives at 144 Elm Street. I recognize that wrist anywhere. It's not like that. People aren't like doxing her when you're like hiding their information. If you show their information, if you showed fucking Feline's driving license and people are like, hey, I think she's this person. It's not that. It's not, people can't be something like, oh my God, you doxed her. It's like, no, she showed her driving license. Like, what? Okay, what was that? We're gonna go on to the next one. Let's go. Oh, nearly done. How long is this one? This one's 16 minutes long. Damn it. We're gonna have to speed through this one, boys. Oh my God, this is the most attractive picture I've ever seen. You guys all to see this with me. Look at this. Damn, son. She looks fantastic. She's telling me she's out here losing weight. Admittedly, she does look like she has less of a second chin. Like, third chin, yeah, it seems to be cutting into the choker a wee bit, but it seems to be less of a second chin at the very least. Okay, 1.75 speed. We're going to 2 times speed, boys. We're going to go to warp. Warp 6. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hello.
So in this video, there's going to be 3 segments.
1.25.
The first one is we're going to talk more about this whole...
Oh, sorry, this one's called Lies Exposed plus New Weight Loss Challenge, Weigh In, and What I Ate to... I don't know what section we're skipping.
doxing of the surgeon, my surgeon. Like, there are so more questions that are being asked. So I want to be as transparent as possible. I don't want
Where are the diamonds? Oh.
any holes in the story.
Oh, there only is 1 diamond here, so this actually may have been filmed at a different time. You don't want there be any holes in the story? Your story doesn't exist. That's the problem. It's not that there's holes in the story, because there aren't really holes in the story. The story is that it just doesn't exist. You said, she doxed my surgeon, and then everyone was like, no, she didn't. It's a public person. That's not doxing. That's it. That's the hole. That it wasn't doxing.
Or anything like that. So I feel like currently it's an ongoing discussion. I wasn't expecting it to be. Also just realized that my necklace was upside down. And then the
crazy.
second part of this is going
it's the most important part of this entire video.
To be a weigh-in. I am starting a new weight loss challenge. And I'm actually on day 4. So we're going to get a little bit into that. And then we're going to have like a what I ate today segment. Okay, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about regarding this whole surgery situation.
Quote-unquote surgery situation. Why did she say it? Why it's quote-unquote surgery situation now?
Is that there was 2 reaction channels who doxed, and yes, I'm going to put doxed in quotations, and we'll talk about that later.
Okay, so now it's doxed in quotation marks, because you already lied about them, defamation, and all that kind of shit. We'll go with the legalese terms that she likes throwing around. Like defamation and everything like that, lied, made up things, all that kind of stuff. Now it's dox in air quotes.
Reaction channels that doxed my surgeon. It was Narkler and Kicking Geese. And I want to say that Kicking Geese actually
you mentioned so many times
privately on Instagram. It was a very long, thought out, and kind and genuine apology.
Did she?
And I just want to publicly tell her thank you, because I also privately accepted her apology. I just appreciate.
Like, did she actually? Like I said, I don't watch this person. Like, I actually still have them open on the other page. Where are we here for these videos? Surgeon about weight loss surgery. Amber discusses my private DM live react. And I don't know. I'm not seeing her saying like reacting to me being super apologetic and sad that I covered her. Like, so I don't know if that's true or not.
Appreciate someone who owns up to their shit. The next thing is there's a lot of people like debating back and forth. Like, is this really doxing or is it not doxing?
No.
And honestly,
literally no one is debating this. I haven't seen a single person with and I don't mind people having dissenting opinions. Okay. I've like I said before, guys, I don't even mind people coming in and like saying awful things and stuff like that. I really don't mind. I don't mind negative comments. I don't mind people criticizing me. I've never deleted a comment on any of my videos. It doesn't bother me whatsoever, guys. So if there is anyone who wants to dissent and no one go after them, no one criticize or anything like that, everyone's allowed to have their opinion. Anyone in chat, even in the lurkers or anything like that here, are there any of you guys who actually believe it's doxing? Feel free to say it. Don't worry. You don't have to, like be afraid of me banning you or anything like that, or calling you out or anything like that. I'm genuinely curious, okay? I'm genuinely curious. Does anyone here think that this was a dox? and it was bad of a reaction challenge to do. You could say like, yo, yeah, it was creepy, all that kind of stuff, 100%. Maybe it's a bit intrusive, maybe they're going a wee bit too personal, fine. But if it was a dox or not. Donna, thank you very much. What is that? Is that a wee dancing pair? Thank you very much for the super chat, Donna. I appreciate that. Okay, so we got a yes, JK. Well, Lisa's about to get banned here. Not doxing. Nope, it wasn't a dox. Nah, nope, nerp. Not at all. Nope. Want to see karma with Amber? Zach and Michael did, but I think he was thinking of it as him in the situation. Okay, well, Zach is probably like a very empathetic person, and I'm not that empathetic again. Creepy, yes. Not doxing, no. No. Too far, yes. Dox, no. No. Yeah, fine. 100%. Okay, so people seem to genuinely agree this is not a dox. Okay. Like I said, you can 100%. It's like the FFG thing with the dispensary, where like Foodie Beauty filmed herself outside the dispensary and FFG then went to the dispensary. 100%, you can say, bit weird, bit too in real life. And I'm generally against in real life stuff, So like, you can say 100%, you can have your opinions on that. But like saying like this is doxing is just no.
At this point, I don't really care what it's considered. What happened was,
well, you do.
My surgeon...
Look, you're making a big song and dance about quote-unquote doxing, because there's a controversy about if it's doxing or not. I don't even care. It's like, well, you clearly do.
And my medical personal information was revealed, and it wasn't by my choice. Not only that...
Why was your medical information revealed? What? Did they hack? Did they hack the system? Did they hack the planet? Did they hack into the database with their hundreds of phone calls and get your medical? No, they didn't get your medical information. That's not your medical information being revealed, you fucking idiot.
That it wasn't just the surgeon. It was the fact that my weight loss clinic was technically what I considered doxed online. Literally a Narc Alerts live stream.
I love a second ago was, I don't care what people think of it. And then she went straight back to, well, I think it was doxing anyway. It's like, well, so you do care.
And she literally said where I was going. Like, she said my weight loss clinic's name. I felt super violated, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't want people knowing the address of anywhere that I am or could be going to.
Then why would you show it? And I'm pretty sure people know the address of like whatever, like Walmart or Costco you're going to. I'm pretty sure people know that because you film it. People probably look and go like, okay, so it's the Walmart beside the... I can't even remember any of the other stores she goes to, like the Below Zero, whatever that store was called. I'm pretty sure there's only like a couple malls that might have that. And people are like, oh, she's at that one there, especially people who live nearby. Like, you're the one who revealed it. Like, you can't criticize people for talking about it.
I feel like it's unsafe, especially for someone who is in the public eye. That information was personal and private to me. So I should be able to say, like, okay, I want this information to be revealed versus not revealed. That was, like, clearly my decision.
But you did reveal it. That's how they worked it out. How are we not getting past this?
It was completely taken from me. I know for 100% fact, if the roles were reversed and I did what Narc Alert did, there would be an outrage. So I'm also hearing the argument of...
Yeah, well, would there be? If Narc Alert said, for example, the heart attack, it's like, well, I went to a hospital that's exactly 10 minutes from my house and it's called the Holy Mercy Hospital. And then people said, oh, she went to the Holy Mercy Hospital. I don't think Narc Alert would be like, how dare you talk about what hospital I went to? Because, like, it's like, well, yeah, you just said what hospital you went to.
Like, he's a celebrity. He wants to be found. He wasn't doxxed. He has a public Instagram. Like, yada, yada, yada. Yes, he is on a TV show.
Yada, yada, yada. No, like, that is literally true. It's like if I said, Amber Lynn is a YouTuber who's, like, fat. And it's like, is that doxing Amber Lynn?
But I think people are missing the point. Just because he's on TV and he's well known, it doesn't mean that he wants people to be sharing who his patients are without...
Well, you're the one who shared you're his patient. That's the problem. Maybe he should have had this conversation with you. Maybe the sit down wasn't to get your side of the story. Maybe it was the way like, why the fuck did you say this online? Michelle Barnes, thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate you getting a wee like there. Thank you very much.
Neither of our consent. So another question I'm getting is, did you lie about your surgeon before or after the Narc Alert shared who your surgeon was? So I'm going to try my very hardest to explain the timeline because I know a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, you were lying about this.
Well, no, like the timeline should be like straightforward. It should be like before or after. There shouldn't be. I'll try and explain the timeline. It should be I did it before or I did it after. And I probably should be after based on the reasoning you give as to why you did it. So it should be after.
Like even before she did that. No, I wasn't. So I was doing Vlogmas and on December 6th, I uploaded a video talking about the seminar. That very same day is when the Narc Alert went on live stream and doxed him. I didn't find out.
So you revealed the information like the first time you talked about it, so much so that she was able to work it out. Fantastic.
Until one day later, on December 7th, that it happened. I remember it like it was yesterday. I instantly went to fight or flight mode. I got really scared. I was like, oh no. So if you go back on December 8th, I uploaded a vlog where I reveal my surgeon is out of state. because that is where my lies began. Because that is the day I found out, oh fuck, people know who he is. I wasn't going to lie about anything. I simply just...
I wasn't going to lie about anything except the things I lied about. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Your timeline doesn't... Okay, you know what I say best to describe the timeline? You've already fucked up because the timeline was that, like, 6th of December or whatever it was found out. But it was in January, wasn't it? When she did the freak out thing, when she was, like, acting like the biggest victim in the entire world because she was told she had to wait, like, a full year for it. I remember it was in January, wasn't it? Because I covered it, and I only started reacting to her in January. I didn't do anything like Vlogmas or anything like that, so I covered it. So it must have been towards the end of January. But, like, that was the 12-month thing. But, like, you just said that he had to move it forward because of the amount of messages they got, which had happened over a month prior to that. So why did they set the 12-month rule if they had already been inundated with messages, so much so that they had to push it forwards, which didn't happen until a very long time later? So you saying it was, like, 4 months straight of them getting hundreds of calls a day or some fucking nonsense like that? Your timeline actually doesn't make sense. This is why you shouldn't explain your timeline, because you're shite at it. Cherry Blossom Mocha, thank you very much. Mocha Latte, thank you very much. It's everybody's fault. It is everybody's fault, especially when it comes to timelines.
I wasn't going to share certain information. It was the craziest feeling because I literally felt like I had to lie in that very moment to protect myself, to steer people away from Dr. Smith. I didn't want people to know what weight loss
It's upside down again, just so you know. Also, apparently this didn't work.
clinic I was going to be at. I didn't want people to know any of that information.
Yes, a simple before and after really would have sufficed. Trying to actually tell us more information just fucks up your own timeline. You should have just made before or after. That's all. Now that you've said all this stuff, I can see where you're lying.
Because that is somewhere where I was going to be attending, somewhere I was going to be going a lot. As you guys know, which I have not shared this story yet, and that's something that I do want to do with you guys, I had a stalker when I lived in Kentucky. Stuff like that just isn't okay.
Oh yeah, that stalker that you were like threatening and like mocking and like saying like, I know you're watching, mwah, love you, stuff like that, and you're trying to like rile them up because apparently somehow you got all of their personal information and were like, I guess threatening to dox them, which would have actually been a dox, Amberlyn, just to teach you what actually fucking doxing is. But I remember that when she actually like tried to like pretend she had a stalker and was trying to rile them up. So wouldn't that feel like very different? Like surely that stalker, if they're able to stalk you with how much information you give it, would have been able to work out without the help of Narcolert, I'm sure, who your like surgeon was if you dropped all of these clues. Mayvu, thank you very much. We just don't know doxing like she does. This thing, we're just too uneducated. We're like Beck. We just don't know about carrots the way she does and galleries the way she does. Just out of curiosity, what's that currency? It's because I've never seen the wee like the wee D, looking thing with the wee stroke beneath it. Just out of curiosity, if you could tell me what the currency is, I'm just curious.
Just reveal someone's place of doctor.
I've had a stalker. You don't blow them kisses, I promise. Exactly, Elise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you have a stalker that you actually are so scared of, I forgot to like that one. Like, if you actually had one that you cared about that much and you were so scared of, there's no way you'd be antagonizing them and trying to fuck with them.
How, like, people are just, like, missing the point, and that's, like, really hard for me to, like, wrap my head around.
Wow, it's almost like I made up something and people were calling me out on it. Even though last video she claimed everyone was on her side. Oh, it's it's Vietnamese. Okay, cool, 100%. Thank you very much for letting me know. So like, last video, everyone was on her side, everyone was saying it was wrong, and everyone had turned on Kicking Geese and Narcolert and destroyed them and made them do the walk of shame in Game of Thrones, were shouting shame and throwing potatoes at them and stuff like that. Trust me, I wasn't involved whatsoever. But like here, everyone's questioning her, and she's like upset that people are dare questioning her like timeline and her logic. Like
a lot of my audience like get it and understand, and they're like, Amberlyn, you have every right to feel this way. But there are so many reaction channels and people who have large audiences who are like, actually, what Narcolert did is totally fine. It's like spreading that type of information is valid.
Are they saying it's totally fine or that it's not doxing? There's definitely like a middle line there where I say you could say it's like, okay, shut up, Watermelon. That's so accurate. I used to go for Ladybug, but you know what? Watermelon actually really does actually work there. There's a middle line of saying like, well, you know, it's like not. Remember when she choked on a potato and shit herself? How can I forget? That's like I want an artist to draw that for me one day, and that can go up on my wall of art alongside
Foodie Beauty sneaking in to make a lattes, the cat picture. I can't remember what the newest one was. I keep changing them up in my head over and over and over again. But like, I'm sure there's lots of reaction channels who said it's not doxing. Might be weird, sure, but it's not doxing. No, I don't know how many people came out and said, actually, it's absolutely fine and I wish I did it.
What Narcoalert did, instead of trying to fix the problem to prevent this from happening to me again or other people in the future. So something I have noticed.
How are they meant to fix the problem of the person oversharing? How are they meant to fix the problem of you oversharing? That is a you problem. I don't know. Maybe you should remind yourself that you have BPD and you can instantly get over it. I heard that's how BPD works.
Is that Narcoalert is trying to say a lot of Amberlynn showed so many clues.
Yes.
That's why it was so easy for me to figure out. But everything she's saying and everything I'm saying, we can all fact check that. When she revealed who my surgeon was and where my weight loss clinic was on December 6th, at that point, anything prior before that, I didn't say a single thing about the surgeon.
I'm sure that she is so fucking angry. She doesn't like that people are questioning her and people are not buying into her bullshit. She wanted to be the biggest victim in the world and people are not buying into her bullshit like whatsoever. No, if Narcoalert could work it out, it means you did give too many clues. Narcoalert didn't just fucking magically get. She didn't get out a fucking Ouija board and contact your fucking dead ass ego and be like, who's your fucking surgeon? And he came back and told her. She didn't do that.
Surgeon about the clinic, nothing. It was all me just talking about how I wanted weight loss surgery. And that was only a week of me saying, oh, I'm going to contact a weight loss surgery place, blah, 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 blah. There's no possible way that she figured it out based on clues because I said nothing to indicate any surgeon. So there is a clip.
Then how did she work it out, dum-dum?
Floating around where I talk about, yeah, my surgeon has 2 robots instead of just 1. People keep using that clip as a way to justify Narcoalert doxing my surgeon. But the funny
she still didn't dox him.
part is she doxed him December 6th. That clip, me talking about 2 robots, January 31st. That is a 2-month difference. So that clip.
So you were still releasing information off that was actually apparently true about your surgeon, even though you claimed that you were misdirecting and lying after the 7th of December, but on the 31st you were saying actually real information about them. It doesn't matter. You still give her enough information to work it out. Like, I'm sorry. Like, can you dox a public figure? Well, you can, but that's only if they said, like, this is her surgeon's home address, write letters to his home address to get him to not do the surgery. That would be doxing a public figure. Saying that a public figure exists, it's like me saying, Amber's president. You guys aren't going to believe this. It's Joe Biden. Guys, keep it a secret here. This is just for me and you guys here. Don't let her know. Like, everyone, let's get together. We'll write a letter to Joe Biden. I think he lives at somewhere called the White House. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. And we're all right to say, let's take away her citizenship. Don't actually do that, by the way. Just for YouTube, Sama, if you're listening, I don't actually mean it. We should never do that. I disagree with it in real life stuff. But that's like me doing that. It's like you can't dox like a public figure by saying they, 1, exist, and 2, what they do as a public figure because it's a public figure.
That's floating around has nothing to do with what Narcoalert did. I just feel like there's a lot of like
I see people talking about Pokemon now in the chat. I'm genuinely curious. Winchester, what is your favorite Pokemon?
inconsistencies and what Narcoalert is saying because she
send her to Ireland. There's not enough space. We're a very small country.
continuously tries to justify what she did, and if I can clear it up, then I'm going to. For the longest time, I felt silenced in a lot of situations on my channel, and I'm just like not going to do that to myself anymore. Things that I won't bring up, I won't talk about. But I have a voice.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have brought up and talked about the surgeon and given enough information to allow Narcoalert within the same day to find out who it was.
And I will continue to use it at this point.
Vulpix and Eevee are pretty great, but I obviously like dogs, so like it makes sense because they're like kind of like the foxes, I guess. I guess Eevee's a fox, isn't it? I guess Eevee is a fox. She can't handle potatoes. She can't handle potatoes. We do know that. She would just choke and die the second she lands in Ireland. Who would be my favorite Pokemon? I like Totodile. I think Totodile is very cute. Feraligatr is kind of cool as its like 3rd evolution. Gorl's pretty cool. Arcanine. I do like the canine ones in general. Generally, I like all of the evolutions. They're all pretty cool. I never really was that fussed on the legendaries. The legendaries are like, okay. I think you probably got them too late in the game that I never really thought of them by that point. Shaymin? Favorite one due to the stream is Snorlax, that makes sense. Shaymin? What's Shaymin? What's this Shaymin Pokemon? I don't know. Shaymin. Are you making a shaman joke because of Boogie? Shaymin. Oh, that one is really cute. Yeah, Shaymin. Yeah, Shaymin is the grass type one. Okay, 100% understand that one there. Jigglypuff.
Argomon. Artisan, you're not even taking this conversation seriously. This is a very important conversation we're having here right now. Gengar, Squirtle, Ponyta. I love it has become a Pokemon chat very suddenly. Mew is pretty great. We need a Pokemon watch along. Well, that's going to be my Twitch channels for, guys. You're going to kick up my Twitch channel. We're going to just sit there and watch anime. I've heard that's the new meta. On Twitch, apparently, there are people who just sit there and just watch entire shows nowadays on fucking Twitch. So let's all jump across to my Twitch channel afterwards. We'll start with the very first Pokemon ever, Lickitung. Lickitung, pretty cool. Lickitung, very fitting as well for the subject matter.
Whether people want to believe me or support me or whatever,
yeah.
I know that my feelings and the way that I feel regarding this whole thing is
are totally invalid and no one gives a fuck. Shut up.
Completely validated. But for now,
incorrect. You're wrong. Shut up.
Now, I think I am done talking about it in this video, but if you guys have more questions, whatever it may be, let me know and I will answer them for you guys. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my new...
The next thing I want to talk about is how much pie I eat.
Lost challenge that I want to do.
Fantastic.
I love a challenge. You guys know that I don't succeed in
you love a challenge. You're fucking failing at them more, honestly. She's dressed as Miltank.
them very much, but I recently reached a goal, $4.99, that I really wanted to reach.
Wow,
I was
outstanding.
successful in that, and I'm like, you know what?
I only had to lean on the counter a little bit this time.
Like, I just feel different in my brain and just the way that
Celebrate? I don't really like Celebrate.
I really can be successful in this challenge. So it's actually pretty easy. If you guys want to do it with me, do it with me. I simply...
They retired Ash as the main character. I remember that. I saw it somewhere. People like showing her around. Apparently it was like incredibly sad and all. And I was just like, wasn't really my bag, I guess.
I want to see how many days it takes me to get to 450 pounds.
Uh-huh.
I'm a girly pop who loves numbers, so I love counting days. And I will be doing daily weigh-ins.
I like counting days. I'm a girly puppy who loves numbers. I like counting days.
Jeez, that is the stupidest shit I think I have ever actually heard in my entire fucking life. Driftbloom? Is Driftbloom the fluffy one? The fluffy one that probably just sounds really fucking stupid because I think that probably describes like all of them. Driftbloom. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a big old purple ball. Yeah, it looks like Chantel.
Myself, just because I do like that. I notice that when I do daily weigh-ins, I am more focused and aware on what foods maybe make me retain water.
That's
or
so stupid.
Help me lose water weight, or just the amount of calories.
You should just not do daily weigh-ins at your size because a single large shit or a small shit could change your weight dramatically.
Type of foods I'm eating. Like, I want to know, does my body agree with this or does it not? Because every body is different. So I don't know if I'm actually going to show on YouTube all the daily weigh-ins, but I'm definitely going to be doing them for myself. I did film...
Mr. Mime creeps me up. Mr. Mime is kind of creepy.
4 daily weigh-ins, so I will share that with you guys at the end of this.
Okay.
But what I'm doing to lose weight is I am actually counting calories again. It's literally...
What? No, it's magic. How could we ever have worked out a weight loss strategy as intelligent as counting calories? I have like 10 minutes probably here, like, so we need to hurry up.
Because I have to be aware of true...
I like Magikarp, they're cute.
Because sometimes, like, I could eat something and feel very, like, dainty. Like, wow, that was a great meal, etc., etc.
I could pretend to eat a salad and feel really dainty, but then I eat the 3 desserts it came with and realize I'm fat.
Easily, like, 700 calories. It's like, when I'm not aware of those things, sometimes it can get messy. So I need to be aware. I need to measure my food.
How are you not aware at this point? You have done this fucking calorie counting diet so many times. You should be like a Terminator. You should be able to look at like a fucking sandwich and be like, 407 calories, minus 31 calories if you remove a slice of cheese from it. You should be able to do that. You should be able to be like the woman with all the math equations floating around her head with how much you know about calories, how many times you've done these fucking diets.
I need to take it more seriously because I think we're at that point now because I use this whole...
Well, we weren't at that point for the past 10 years when you were 400 pounds. No, we're only at that point now. Finally, we've got to the limit, boys.
Beginning of 2024 as a way of like intuitive eating, like making better choices.
Do you know what? I've mainly been thinking about Pokemon as well. I haven't got to the newest one. What was the newest one? Scarlet and Violet? Have I played that one? Oh, I have played that one. Never mind. Cancel my last. That was so
like,
stupid of
cook
me.
More at home. Like when you go to the grocery store, have that grocery list so you are prepared. So I've spent almost 3 months doing that and it has felt really good. And I have lost weight. I'm actually succeeding in that. Like,
well, only recently. And the weight loss has been like sudden. It's like I've been doing it for 3 months. Yeah, but how come then only in the last like 2 weeks have you suddenly lost a huge amount of weight out of literally nowhere based on your story? Because it's only like a month ago she put on like, what was it, like 15, 20 pounds again? Does her necklace say 1990? Yeah, because that's when she was born.
Yay me.
That's why she has a wee crown on it, because she thinks she's the queen of Gorlworld still.
So now I just feel like it's time to step it up a notch. So I am counting my calories on MyFitnessPal. My goal is to stay below 2,000. I don't ever want to go...
Fui Coco? What the fuck is Fui Coco?
This is becoming a Pokemon stream, guys. I don't blame anyone for checking out at this point. Fuecoco. Oh yeah, Fuecoco, that wee guy. Yeah, he's great. He's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever picked him as a starter. The only starter I think I ever picked as a fire type starter was what was it? Charmander? Yeah, probably Charmander. That's probably about it. Yeah, literally, take any steps. All Amber needs to do, really, is count calories and walk a wee bit. That's it. She just needs to, like, do literally anything. That's it. You know, do 5-day water fast. They're fun.
Go even near 2000. So, like, if we can stay, like, in the 1800 area, like, that's good for me. So right here, I'm actually going to put my 4 weigh-ins so you guys can see.
What is the Pokemon that was obsessed with spoons? It was called Amberlinmon. And only if those spoons were going into, like, Ben and Jerry's.
How I did. So here they are. All right, you guys. So here.
Oh, I don't care.
Day 1. Let's do it.
Shut up. Hello. It's ready.
Moment of truth.
Abracadabra. She's lost fucking weight, Lisa.
499.8 pounds.
Wow. Fantastic.
Oh, 499.8. Okay,
wow.
Queen. Okay, guys.
Okay, what? Is that a loss or a gain? I don't know, because she's 499, wasn't she?
Day 2, and I already turned on my scale.
Hi, ceiling. Hi, Celia. Hi, forehead.
497.4 pounds.
Wow, she lost 2 pounds. Oh my god.
Yesterday, I only ate like 1,600 calories.
Oh my god, that's
so
insane.
That explains it.
Someone should show her Glitter and Lasers 5K run video. Please don't. No one should watch that video.
Okay, guys. Day 3.
Wow.
Step on the scale. Oh, before I do, yesterday I had about 1,800 calories.
Amazing. I believe you so much.
So let's see.
Hello. It's ready.
I love we just don't even get to see. Like, it's like, I know we're about to do a what I ate in a day thing, but she just does, it's like the BPD thing. She suddenly's just like, I suddenly can just diet. You know, I just can't. So suddenly I can eat 1,600 calories a day. Just like, I can. Just thought it suddenly, out of nowhere, I could just do it. You know, it's like, oh, wow, I'm glad you got willpower overnight.
Right,
it's ready. Stepping on.
495.8.
Wow. She loses exactly 2 pounds every single day. That's so weird.
495.
Show us your fridge again. Get that fridge out there, love.
That is exciting. 480s.
Is it?
I'm coming for you.
Wow.
Okay, you guys. So today is day 4. Yesterday I ate around.
I love every single time the lighting is different. It's like she is doing it deliberately to try and pretend that it's a different day. I don't know if I can buy it. Like
in the 1800s of calories. All right, let's do it.
Fantastic. Hello, it's ready. Okay, stepping on. Oh my god.
494.6 pounds.
Wow, I'm surprised it wasn't 93.
494.6.
Wow, so cool.
I'm still losing, but that was...
See, there's a guy called Jamalka, right, who, like, has done really well, and he is down a huge... I don't even know... I haven't watched his recent videos. I don't even know... I just keep looking at thumbnails just to keep track, and he loses, like... He's lost a huge amount of weight. He's done really well, and he's actually out, like, exercising, and he's now in the gym. He's lost so much weight. He started, like, 560 pounds or something like that, I think it was. I can't even remember off the top of my head. And he has done so well that he has lost probably about 100 pounds, something like that, near enough. And he's actually got to the point where he's now in the gym, working machines and stuff like that. He's like an inspiration if you want to lose weight. He's definitely somebody you should watch instead of fucking Amber. Like, I watched a couple of his videos at the start. I haven't watched his recent ones, but I do keep an eye on them. Like, and he is doing really, really well. But even Jamal has days where he will, like, gain back 5 pounds suddenly because he's, like, broke a fast, or he's changed his diet up a little bit, or he's had a relaxing day, something like that. Not with Amber. Apparently, Amber is non-stop every single day, constant weight loss. Not exercising or anything like that. But Jamal, who is, like, working way harder than her, on a much stricter diet than her, is losing slower than her. Okay.
It's definitely like a
All right, finish, sheet mate. Have a good one.
I lost from the day before or the day before, but that's okay.
Donna, thank you again for super chat.
I am being
We got the wee dancing potato again there. I can't even... Is that saying something? Fist? Oh, yeah, I'm getting violently fisted by Donna. Thank you very much for super chat. Appreciate it.
successful. I've lost 5.2 pounds, and I'm literally only on day 4. Like, hi, queen. So now in this next
Like,
segment,
hi, queen? Like, you're high as fuck. You think I'm going to believe it?
I filmed yesterday what I ate today because I kind of wanted to
Wow,
give
I'm so
like,
excited.
an example of like how I'm eating. Honestly, you guys, my goal is to just eat at home.
You could have just stopped that sentence early. My goal is just to eat.
What it is for the most part. The only time I want
The rumor is she might be doing Ozempic again, but I don't know. If the weight loss was real, I could believe it, because, like, willpower doesn't just happen, you know? You don't... Like, usually there needs to be a catalyst for someone to suddenly lose, like, a lot of weight, you know? Like, I've been heavy before. I've never been even fucking close to their weights before. But, like, when I was a lot younger, I've been heavy before. And, like, you know, like, I decided one day I was going to lose a lot of weight, and I did lose a lot of weight, and I got down to where I was really happy with myself. But, like, that's because something, like, happened. It was a breakup of a relationship, and it caused me to be like, okay, well, gotta get out there. I gotta start dating again. I put on a wee bit of weight. I gotta get the fucking muscles back. You know? That thing. So you have to have something, like, that happens that causes you to want to something like, I'm gonna get in my tip-top shape again. What apparently has happened to Amber that just overnight she suddenly got willpower, you know?
Like restaurant food or whatever it may be is when I'm outside of my home. Because I find that ordering...
Yeah, it's fine to use Ozempic. It is fine if she lost weight however she wants to lose weight. You know? A catalyst, exactly, Elise. It's fine if she can lose weight however she wants. It's fine if she got the weight loss surgery, you know? It would be absolutely fine for her to do anything like that, but she just has to be honest. It's like the weight thing. I wouldn't care if she came out and said, I'm 650 pounds. Be like, okay. Cool. I don't care. I want to think less of her for being 650 pounds. I think less of her for lying about her weight, you know?
Has just been my go-to for so many years, and I really want to get out of that.
Yeah, Cherry Blossom. There has to be a go-to. It has to be like a purpose if there's suddenly a change. You know, if she's been doing this for over a decade now and she has sucked so much, there has to be something to suddenly change. She can't wake up one day and just be like, yeah, you know what, whatever, I'm just on a new diet again and suddenly I'm losing like non-stop weight constantly, because we've done the storyline about 40 times and then she'll always admit, actually, no, actually, I wasn't actually losing. Oh, actually, guys, something happened and I've gained all the way back instantly. It's almost like she never lost it to begin with.
Like ordering my food on Uber and having them deliver it to me, I don't want to do that.
That's a really weird thing to say about your mom. I wonder if she calls her mom. I wonder if her mom is saved on her phone as Uber.
I am okay with going out with my mom or going out with friends or whatever it may be and eating at restaurants or whatever, because that's not something I do every single day.
If she's back on the job, she'd be talking about it more than the non-docs, her hair, and her girlfriend. Yeah, Uncle Sal, I could see that as a point too. She'd be talking about it. But at the same time, I guess if she's wanting to like make it her achievement, because like Mike said earlier on, it is fine for her to do it. But like some people would probably like mock her and say, oh, you're taking the cheap way out. So I'm sure that she wants to like just have people praise her. It's like, wow, you're doing so well. Like people actually think she's the one doing it, you know? So I think that's more likely. Chantel is entertaining, at least Amber's boring. Yeah, that's why I decided we'll do Amber together as a thing where we can I can chat, we can make it a bit more of a chill stream. I don't really have to super focus. Because if I was reacting to this, I could have reacted to these 3 videos in half the time for the live stream. But it's like fun to sit here and like chat and all, you know, like it's a lot more fun than sitting here watching these videos. Because I just didn't care about watching these videos. I'm not really overly fussed on Amber. She is so incredibly boring right now. And she needs to be worried about that. Once reactors start like going like, I don't care, I'm not reacting to you, like Kicking Geese apparently did, that's a bad thing for you, because once people stop talking about you, you start to become irrelevant. People aren't going to start watching you instead. You're just going to become irrelevant, you know? We'll do Amber together. No, that sounds wrong. It doesn't sound wrong. Look at her. She's like a 6-person job.
It's like I was ordering takeout like every single day. Like, let's be real. I will say that since
I
lived in Oklahoma, that has lessened a lot.
You literally. So apparently, when she was living with Feline, she had takeout every single day, despite the 42,000 diets she went through with that, where she wasn't having any form of takeout. I guess you just told on yourself.
And as time went on, especially in 2024, in these last 3 months.
Well, you aren't half videos don't lie to us. Well, once it's edited down.
months, like I don't order takeout as much as I used to at all.
Okay, you guys. So here's
I don't
the
give
first
a
thing I'm having
fuck
today.
about your coffee.
Coffee. And
Sure.
it is 45 calories.
Wow.
So I will show you exactly.
Why is it 45 calories? I thought it was like everything in it was sugar free. Like I thought it was. I thought everything she has put in was sugar free. I guess probably just from the milk.
What I use to put in my coffee.
Good effort, guys.
For my coffee.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why is your fridge just full of drinks? Do you think she like has a layer of drinks? Is this like her shield wall of drinks so she can like hide her food behind it so we can't see it?
10 calories.
Look at all this shit.
I use the 0 sugar.
Where's your food?
French vanilla coffee mate creamer, which is.
We have seen all of this before.
Also 10 calories.
Oh my god, we've seen all of this before.
Of this, so yeah, that's where the.
Where's your food?
In my coffee. Okay, guys. So for my first meal, I'm making some corned beef hash, which I have been loving lately.
Liquid diet? I guess she's on a liquid diet apart from fucking eggs. Eggs!
It is literally so good. Also, I'm going to.
Is it literally so good?
Eggs. Okay.
Oh,
so
I don't care.
Complete the corned beef.
Oh my god, that looks so awful and disgusting. Like, it looks worse than army rations. Like army rations are genuinely nicer looking than this. Like, at least with army ration, you might get a fucking like biscuit or something like that. Wow. God. The eggs in army rations even look nicer than this.
Hash is 340 calories. And then here is 2 scrambled eggs, which is 140.
Eggs.
So for my first meal is 480
That
calories.
is the grossest
So
shit
a lot of
ever.
people are like, Amberlynn, why do you cook
We
your
used to joke that the rations were like, you know, like cat food, because they kind of are like cat food, you know? Like, this looks worse than cat food. I don't, like, Squeaker and Chonker get better looking food than this.
eggs literally until they're like...
She's so proud of those nails. Oh god, she is, yes. We're gonna hear a lot of clicking.
You just literally can't cook them any
Blink.
longer. As you guys know, I have an egg
Blink.
intolerance, so the longer I cook the egg, the less likely I will feel sick. So
Uh-huh.
if my scrambled eggs are cooked...
Or
like,
dry
cooked,
as
I'm not gonna
fuck.
feel sick at all. But the other day I made a fried egg.
I would be on frozen pizza, Dad. Don't know, fucking what? You could lose weight. That's the thing Amber doesn't seem to understand is you can lose weight by eating one fucking pizza a day. You can have pizza every single fucking day and you could lose weight because like one pizza, depending on the type of pizza you get and how big it is and everything like that, one pizza might only be like 1,000 calories.
The yolk was still a little, you know, yolky.
It looks like potato and chorizo. That would be a really fatty chorizo. It looks like, I don't know, boiled fucking like corn or something like that because it's so like pale.
People like it, how I enjoy it, but it made me feel awful.
Oh, no
like
one
I felt
cares.
like I had the flu for a solid 3
Amber,
hours.
I've got like 2 minutes left. Hurry
You
up.
know what? I prefer my eggs like this anyways. It just
Eggs.
So with my first meal, I am having the sparkling ice and
Wow,
cherry
fantastic.
limeade.
That is so
I'm not really a
interesting.
sparkling water girly, but I will.
Sure.
My goal is to just not order takeout
Done.
while I'm at home and to stay under my calories.
What I'm not going to order takeout when you literally said in March, and it was like the 12th of March, you had already had takeout 3 separate times.
Well, I saw this in the frozen aisle.
No water. She doesn't need water. She's got sparkling water. It's even better.
I know that
Is that
Chef Ramsay
spam?
here-
Hashed meat or whatever the fuck it is? I don't think it's spam. Spam's different. Spam's like compressed.
made frozen food. So I was like, oh my god, I love shepherd's pie, so I gotta try this.
Uh-huh.
It is only 490 calories, so I
Could
currently
you not have made it? Yeah, she is. Aren't you like an amazing cook? In the retro reactors, you're saying like you should do recipes and all. Can you not just make this yourself? It's just like ground meat, which you have plenty of ground turkey, some fucking peas, some cut up carrots, and like mashed potato on top. Like you could make this yourself.
have it warming up in the microwave now.
Spam looks
so
better than
it's
that. Spam's pretty great.
Honestly, it
Nice wee spam musubi or something like that. Had that when I was in Japan.
smells delicious and it looks really
Spam's
good.
not awful, Donna. I love spam.
But in my opinion, I will let you guys know what I think afterwards. And with this, I will be drinking this water.
Hey, water.
Okay,
She does
so
have water.
Update on this, I liked it a lot.
Oh,
Flavor-wise,
it's food. Of course you liked it a lot.
I give this a good like 9 out of 10.
I love I made that point before, that everything to her is a 9 out of 10. There literally is nothing that is not a 9 out of 10. Looks disgusting. See, the problem is, here, it doesn't even look that appealing, and you know on the inside, it looks way fucking worse.
I didn't mix it all.
I think
up,
she
though,
showed
but
it there
it's
quickly, but, like, I fucking
the
blinked and missed
texture
it.
looked weird, but it didn't like feel weird in my mouth. I am a texture girly,
She's
so
never said that
that's
before.
like, highly important to me. Will I get this again? Yes, but it's not something that
Chef Ramsay looks funny. He does. He looks like a cardboard cutout. He looks like he's in the back of a PewDiePie video or something.
I will get like frequently because I know it's not.
Looks
the
like
greatest
Sal's
food, but
scat.
It was good.
Not that bad.
Okay, you guys, so it is my next meal, and
Oh
this
my
is
God.
614 calories.
Look how fucking boring it is. Like, which is fine, I guess. It's still quite a big portion of rice. Like, the rice really probably shouldn't be as much as, like, nearly the fish and the broccoli put together in, like, portion size. But, like, it's relatively healthy. But once again, it is just a fucking piece of salmon. She's so boring.
So we have some salmon that I cooked
Yeah.
in the air fryer.
Which is why you get bored and always fuck up your diets. Because this shit, every single time, because like she's always like, I'm trying to experiment with my diet. I'm trying to count calories. Like, how do you need to count calories? You eat this stuff every time you're on a diet. Every single fucking time you're on a diet. This is why your diets always fail, because you get bored of what you're eating, because you're someone who's obsessed and addicted to food. You get bored with this shit. That's what I say. If you don't have strong willpower, like Amber couldn't do what I do with like keto, where like you just stop and go like, I'm not going to eat anything. I might have like maybe a steak a week, but I'm generally just going to eat fucking like shirataki noodles, which are like the carbless ones, or I'm going to have like just like plain chicken, or I'm just going to have bacon and eggs, because it's boring as fuck. It is so boring. Like a couple weeks into that, you're just like, I don't even want to eat. I am so bored. I don't want to even eat this stuff. It's not even worth me cooking it. It's that boring. That's how you kind of get into keto. And it's the only way to really stay in keto, in my opinion. Like, for me at least, you know, I could try and be really interesting, but I like things to be simple when I'm on like any form of like diet. Amber does this shit and she just gets bored of it and she just quit. That's why you should experiment and find something that you actually like, that's actually good for you. I'm nearly out of time here.
I love having jalapenos with this meal. I don't know
Of
why
course you
it's so
do.
good.
Is that
I have some jasmine
tilapia
rice,
or whatever?
sauce, sriracha, and
No, it's not
topping.
sriracha, okay.
So with this meal, I'm gonna have a sun-kissed orange, zero
Wow.
sugar. Okay, you guys, so it is my last meal.
Wow,
and I wanted
bagels.
something sweet. So I got these bagel thins.
Fantastic.
Which are only
Oh
110.
my god, so
and they
boring.
have been
Philadelphia,
and so
yep.
I used 2 servings, so that was 34 grams.
I don't think that's how you zero, but okay.
So I took out negative 34 grams. Actually,
Okay, is that how she does it? Okay,
I know it
weird.
doesn't look the best.
So the whole day I felt
Boring.
very satisfied. I was fine. I didn't
Is she gonna rate her day? Is this gonna be a 10 out of 10 day?
feel hungry.
Hungry?
So that was a total of 1,839 calories.
Fantastic.
I don't pay much attention to nutrition. It's kind of fun. You can actually pay for
I don't pay attention to nutrition. I've seen you love. I fucking know.
the MyFitnessPal Premium, so you can see it all, which I do that. So just some like
Or you could just Google search it, or you could just look at the back of the fucking packet.
some facts from that is like my goal for protein was 85, but I had 89 protein. My goal for carbs
Okay, bro. I when I'm talking nutrition, I wasn't thinking like, oh, are you making sure you get enough proteins and stuff like that? You don't need to fucking worry about that. If you're eating 1,800 calories, you're probably getting enough protein, fats, and carbs. You're probably getting enough of like the macros. Nutrients people are talking about, you should be having like, I don't know, a multivitamin or something like that.
is like 213, but I had 164. I'm still able to eat things
Because their taste buds are obese. I said they were like shite or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I did say they're obese. I don't know. Like, one thing you guys need to understand about me is 90% of the time I just say stuff and I don't remember what I say. Even afterwards when I'm doing like my like edit, I usually watch it back at like 2 times speed. That's why every once in a while I fuck up because I'm lazy and I just like plow through things quickly. I don't often remember like my own things I say, like, because it just doesn't. There's no reason. I'm not someone who has like catchphrases or anything like that, or has like a routine I try and do every single one of her videos or something like that. I just say stuff and I just, whatever sounds right in the moment, I just kind of say, which like eventually I will say something probably stupid or something like that, or offensive, and I'll be like, sorry guys, because shit just kind of comes out of my mouth, unfortunately. How many silkworms died for her shirt? We're still counting. We're still counting. It's like the fucking killing fields out there for silkworms.
like rice and stuff like that.
Why do these people drink zero sugar stuff? Who is she trying to fool? Well, it's kind of like, how many sketches is it? Like Family Guy and all made the sketch where it's like, I want like 16 cheeseburgers and a large Diet Coke. I'm on a diet. That kind of shit.
Carbs being like 400. Like, trust me, when I'm not on track, my carbs is probably like upwards in like the 400s. Like, let's be real. But yeah, I just feel really good, and I will keep you guys updated on this for sure. Like, I just cannot
So
wait
boring.
to continue losing weight, because how good I feel now, I literally can't even
Susan, how dare you? That looks like the finest quality silk. This is like premium Torrid. I'm sure Torrid is a high up class, upmarket clothing brand.
how I'm gonna feel when I reach that goal of 450, and then I reach my next goal, and then I reach my next goal. Like, I'm gonna be a goal crusher girly pop. Anyways.
No, you're a fucking sofa crusher. And with that, we are at 1:45, and I need to get going here, guys. So thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you all coming. That was perfect time. We got there in the end. Okay, guys, I need to head on here. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you guys had fun. I'll probably do the reaction to the rest of her videos then just separately, and I'll upload them as an actual video. And then we'll see if I keep going on. If she's really boring, we maybe might just do like a weekly live stream where we just catch up with all of Famber videos for the entire week on a live stream or something like that. But I gotta go, guys. So thank you very much for coming. I do appreciate it. Hope you have fun. Take care of yourself.